Hey. Hey guys, what's going on? Sorry that took a little bit longer. I am absolutely useless. Nicole's not here, she's still crook. But you got a few of yous on already, which is awesome to see. Yeah, I just had to work out how to connect it. I can connect it normally like last time, but through the other thumbnail wasn't much good. Hang on, I'm gonna try and turn this phone off so it doesn't drive you guys mental. All right. Okay, I was thinking it was going to be a non-event this week and you stood us up. No. Last time with that just dropping out, I'm not sure what happened. It's been a crazy week this week. That's why there hasn't been a lot of uploads. I have done a lot of filming and I was going to take you guys out to Roma. I got onto some cars out there through a mate, but the guy backed out of the deal yesterday, but it would have been a mad trip. But there'll be another one. But I did end up yesterday. Okay, so next Saturday, I've got to talk to Nicole yet, but next Saturday, if you guys want, I can take yous out to do a tow. Okay, there's a couple of old wrecks I've got to pick up. There's 3. So there's a HR wagon, a HR sedan, and a Cortina. You guys have been asking for a Cortina, and I cannot believe I found one. So we've got a few things coming up. So yeah, if you guys are keen, let me know. And yeah, you may have to deal a little bit with the internet being a bit shitty, but we will do what we can and take you out. One of them's got no wheels on it, so you guys will get to see me struggle like nothing else to get that on. But it's just how it goes. But yeah, it's been a crazy week. I got a message from the guy I swapped that WRX that was giving me a bit of trouble. We were talking about barra swapping because everyone wants to see a barra swap. Okay, me and Leith were talking through last night on what we'll do with it. We have that XR6 out there with a Tickford motor and a manual that could go in it. It's already a manual 6-cylinder, but an iron head motor, I think it is. Yeah, so I'm not sure. We'll get it back and see what we're going to do. But the WRX guy messaged me this morning and said, I saw that you got the WRX going. And he goes, mate, that's been through 9 owners over a 2-year period and no one could get that thing to run. So how's that? I feel pretty good about that we solved the problem that no one else could, which is freaking awesome. You know, you got to have a win every once in a while. And that thing's awesome now. It shoots massive flames out the exhaust. It's a beast. But yeah, so it's going to be good. We just haven't had a chance because so many people have played with it. All the vacuum lines are all mixed up in it. And yeah, it does run good, but it's just not right. And I want to check it properly before we take it out, take you guys out for a run in it and make it right. But I am going through the process. The TX shop, we've got turbo manifold there. I'm part the way through pulling an inlet manifold off now. And I've just been going through working out where everything goes. Because as you know, when you don't pull something apart yourself, it's painful to put it all back together. So yeah, but he's ready to swap this thing. And he's been very patient with me. I just get very busy, guys. It's crazy. I do want to do YouTube full time. We have ended up with 2 good guys working for us now, as well as Letho. So that is definitely going to free up my time and I can spend more time with you guys. You should come out to Chinchilla Auto Fest on the 24th of this month. Okay, all right, well, it's something I can look at for sure. It's only down the road. Yeah. I did end up getting the motor in the Bedford after we finished the live feed the other day, but haven't had a chance to get back to it. But all the front end's in. It's not bolted up yet, but I haven't got a lot booked towing wise for the next, for today and tomorrow. So I'm hoping to get this thing pretty well back together and then Leith can finish that off during the week. And I've got a gasket set here for that, hanging on the wall there, that's been there for months. And I'll get the Bedford a lot further along. I'm not going to do the diff swap yet. We'll get it running and driving and see what happens. Okay, what's happening with the dyno? Okay, the dyno is sitting right there. Okay, the dyno giveaway is still happening. That is going to be a long-term thing. At the moment, it comes down to money. I need to buy the engine kit for it, the clutch, and all that sort of stuff. So as money comes in, we'll spend it on the truck. And yeah, probably not next weekend because we're going to take you guys out to do that tow. The weekend after that, we'll do some more dyno and I'll build the tray and stuff like that. Okay, what do we got? Damn internet. Is it dropping out, is it, guys? Is the internet dropping out or is it all right? What happened with the dyno? How's the VN coming along? The VN is kicking ass, guys. It is freaking awesome. Okay, where are we at with this? See on the front here, see where there, how the paint, we've just sort of masked it up a little bit. And I've got a pressure pack from Super Cheap mixed up. Well, they sell it in the right colour, in the Atlas, the white, and it cleans that strip up a fair bit. So we're just going to, was lagging a little bit. Is it not working, guys? It's very windy here today, so it wouldn't surprise me if that might be why the numbers are down a bit. Bugger. But we've got the cold air induction on it now. We've put a 3-inch exhaust on it. It's yeah, it's coming along awesome. I'm really, really happy. It's okay now. It's all good now. Sweet. Okay, awesome. There's Aaron Burn FPV, our magician. Aaron, well, we've got you here. There were some questions about what that solution was that you used to remove the diodes out of that ECU stuff. What was that stuff called that you used to get that there? Any muffler bearings to what? Can't get that out. Any muffler bearings to fit a main seal gear. I've lost reverse in my wipers. Yes. Yeah. What's it sound like? I'll see if it starts. Oh, he was halfway through putting plugs in this. I don't know if I should start it or not. There'll be a video on this week, okay, and you'll be able to hear it. It sounds good. It doesn't clap, and it's a really deep note to it. I'm really, really happy with. I had a 3-inch exhaust at home. He found a high flow cat out in the yard, and Jai, Legend Jai, thank you, gave me a set of manual pipes put on it, which is good. Soldering, here we go, Aaron. Okay, soldering flux used a lot of hot air, rework station, cheap gear to get in off eBay. Okay, so it was a soldering solution for you guys that wanted to know what he used to get those diodes or whatever they're called, flux capacitors off that ECU. Yeah, so that's what it was. Sell the SS50 for a nice price. No, for a nice Prius. Yeah, that'd be mad. How does 200 to 300 a door sound? We get rust cut out. It seems a little bit expensive, but it all depends. Like, it's very hard to get someone to do the work. I have Tony, a Kiwi bloke that's local. He's a legend, and he works extremely cheap and does me a lot of good favours. I just got the back painted on the 300ZX, and it cost me about $500 just to get that back piece painted and the car buffed. So any sort of panel work, if you can find someone that's willing to do rust work, honestly, these days, it's worth it. But this thing has come up awesome. We've got because remember it didn't have the SS rear lip. I had one out in the yard. We've just had to do that fiberglass repair, but all that's coming up in some videos this week. It's just I've had a massive week, guys, and by the time I get home from work at 8 or 9 o'clock, even just to face the computer, yeah, and I'm no gun at it, I can tell you that. But you know, we're getting there. You know, the channel will build, and okay, the Wednesday night lives are probably the other one that you guys are wondering about. I just didn't get to work it out. Nicole is extremely sick, and she's the one that normally works that sort of stuff out for me. I want it to run smooth. I want to be able to show pictures and stuff like that, and it's not as easy as I would like. But I bought a heater because in the shack it's quite cold, and the other big heater that was in there is very noisy. Okay, parts guys, GMAC. I don't handle parts, okay? I do own the business and I run the business. I run the towing side of things, and I'm out in the truck all the time. The parts side of things is through King of Toe Parts. So if you put King of Toe Parts into Facebook, you'll get the details. Or if you message me, I send you through the details for the part yard, and Leith handles all that. Leith just left right now to head off down to the coast for the weekend. Okay, he's put in another big week for me, and I'm very happy. And as I said, we've got 2 new guys that have started, and both of them are freaking awesome, and I am stoked. We are going to be able to move a lot. It's going to take, what size are the rims on the Black WRX? The Black they're 17s, and they've got brand new tyres, mate. If you are interested in those wheels, I definitely will sell them to you. So if anyone wants the wheels off the WRX, okay, they are definitely for sale. The tyres are new. They have a 215/40 on them. Yeah, so there's a set of WRX wheels there with 215/40 17s. Message, just get in touch with me about that if you like, because it is something I'll deal with because it's one of my cars, not something Leith does. A few guys asked me about Datsuns a while back. Sorry about the wind, guys. It is majorly windy here. I picked up a Datsun last night. a Datsun Sunny two-door. I don't want to scrap this. I know it is rough. Okay, I don't know if you can sort of see it. I know it's extremely rough, guys, but for someone that's got a Datsun, okay, and needs, say, a steering wheel or a standard stereo, you know what I mean, an ashtray, a dash cluster, you know, it does look very rough because it is, but it exists. You know, a set of surely window regs for a two-door Datsun Sunny don't come along every day. So if you're interested in that, King of Toe Parts, just get in touch with Leith. I don't want to scrap it. I also don't have room to hold on to it forever. Yeah, so if someone needs some Datsun stuff, it does have an engine and box in it. I'm guessing it will run. It's just a case of me playing with it if I get time. But yeah, all right. So if you're wanting a set 20s, oh, I don't really want to run 20s on that. I actually have the wheels off my wife's car that I'm going to put onto that. Red, love the channel, mate. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Mick. I appreciate that, buddy. And I'm sorry to everyone. Heaps of Datto rotaries. Yeah, I do want to get a rotary. And I'm very sorry that I don't have as many uploads as I'd like to do. I'll get there. Just hang in there with me, guys, and there's heaps going on. I'm looking forward to get that Cortina this week. Should be good. Where are they? Jets. They're what I'm going to put on the WRX for now. Okay, on the black one. And those wheels will get sold, and the money from those wheels, I'll get a set of 19-inch Simmons for my wife's car, which will be quite nice. You rotaries, mate. We hear about variety. I'm not just a one car guy or a one brand guy. I want to try and spread the love. Any Tirana shells for sale? I haven't come across a good Tirana shell for about 3 years. I was hoping there was going to be some out at Roma this weekend. But yeah, that fell through yesterday, but it might come up. That job out at Roma may come up again. It's just the old guy got a bit funny. Sometimes they do, like it's just the way it goes. But we're going to take you out for a road trip. So the guys that have just joined us, next weekend's live stream, I've still got to talk to my missus to see what she's doing to come out and film, because I won't be able to load cars and film. But yeah, I've found a HR wagon, a HR sedan and a Cortina. The wagon's got no wheels on it, so it's going to be a mission. Yeah, anyway, we'll take you out out into a paddock and go and load some cars up and do that for next live stream. The one after that, we'll be back into the diner. Yeah. G'day, Peter, how are you? G'day, Harry Scary. Who we got? Rob from New Zealand. Enjoy the vid you and Mia did going at the lookout. Okay. It's hard to know what to film. Like, there was some film there. I did go back up there that night, but you couldn't really see too much. It'll be good getting out and about next weekend with you guys to show you, just going to load some stuff and what I do every day. It's take the Sandman there in the paddocks and give them. Yeah. I work for Mazda. I've got a XR8 at the moment. Third rebuild in 100. Yeah. I realise that the rotary is not going to be a reliable thing, but I do have my 808 out the back, and I've always wanted one. If I can find a good rotary, that is. Like, it's hard, you know. Has the Nissan 300ZX been hot? The 300ZX has not been sold yet. It's at home. It doesn't have air conditioning on it at the moment, but I have an air conditioning system here for it, and I want that thing to be absolutely perfect when it goes. Like, it deserves to be finished, and finished well. So probably within the next 3 or 4 weeks, it will be completely finished. It needs, what does it need? It needs the air conditioning put on it. And that's about it, really, I think. Yeah, it's just the air conditioning, really. The air conditioning and just, I think that's it. And just a little tidy up. Like, other than that, everything's pretty good on it. It's just a beautiful car. I enjoy driving it. That's sort of why it's there, because I keep driving it. I should never have been given a trade plate. It just makes my life easier with so many cars. But the Jag is at home as well. The gearbox in the Jag was a 2-speed Power Glide that I bought for $200 and stuck it in behind a blown Chev. So you can imagine what that's like. Yeah, I've got to pull that out. We're going to put a full manual valve body in it and put that back in. It's just right now, I want to do this big trip, and I've got to raise the money for that and finish this thing, which is, I've really fallen in love with this car. It's turned out really well. Just mentioned that people put rotors in Dados. Yep. Thank you very much, Up the VN, mate. Good name. Yeah, but just raising money at the moment to move forward with other projects and stuff like that. And I agreed to swap this with the bloke a while back, and I really have to get this done. So this is pretty high on my priorities now to get this tx3 done, because yeah, I don't want to muck him about any longer. We might, how's the SS? The SS is perfect, just it runs and drives still, it's all good. It's in the backyard. When you're going to finish the SV89, okay, the SV89, I drive that around still as well. I'm thinking, instead of starting on a big restoration on that, I'm going to give it a tidy up, pull the interior out, get rid of all the mould, put some carpet in it, get the electrics working, and drive it, take it to some car shows. It is quite a rare car, and I'm sure some of you guys at car shows wouldn't mind to see how bad it actually was. So I'm going to do the bare minimum, all right, and then I'm going to watch the rust in it, because I think it's been underwater. I don't want to do a big resto on it and have the rust come back. So I want to get it to a point where I can monitor what the body's doing, if you know what I mean, without, does that make sense to you guys? Watch the rust, see how bad it's going, see if any other spots come up now it's down here and dry, and then in 6 or 8 months' time, register it for 6 months, use it, see what it's doing, and then make a plan from there. But use it, utilise it. It goes good. Like, I've got a mate, I bought, there's a video coming up. I've moved forward with my, I've moved forward with the VL stuff. There's a video coming up. I'll show you all the turbo gear I've bought now for a VN. And we were just talking to Leaf before, and he's talking big wheel tubs in the wagon and stuff like that. So we have moved forward with the VL turbo stuff, because I've bought a full turbo kit and there's 2 motors. So as the weather starts to warm up here, because it goes down to below 0 here at night, Leaf will be able to start building some motors for me during the night. And yeah, because it's just too cold at the moment, and we'll get stuck into our tx3, so we were just talking about it then. He's got a Familiar, I've got a tx3, and we're going to put both of those on a stand and build both at the same time. So yeah, we are moving forward with stuff. It's just, yeah, the motorbike, I bought some bars for it. They're the wrong bars. I wasn't here to measure what width I needed. Yeah, you're going supercharged, the VN turbo. Okay, the turbo kit didn't, thank you very much, TS Wide Video Games. Thank you very much for subscribing, mate. We're getting very close to that 5,000 subscribers, so anyone that hasn't subscribed, that'd be awesome if you did. Okay, this thing now, we're just going to buy a chip for it. It's got a full exhaust system on it now. The turbo kit, which is hanging on the wall over there somewhere, whoever built that turbo kit, I might as well start from scratch if I was going to do it, but I'm just going to leave it aspirated, enjoy that car. We have a boat coming that's got a slant 6 in it, like a Valiant motor. So we're probably going to pull the Valiant motor, put a Buick in it, and put that turbo kit on a boat. So in summer, we will have a boat. And yeah, I don't know, it'll be out here, but we may even put a call out to you guys, and we'll take a few cars out to the dam out here so you can see a lot of the cars we've been building, and we'll have a big day out at the dam and you can jump in the turbo boat and stuff like that. We'll do something like that for you guys. You know, I'm thinking about the first lot of shirts that come out. I'm thinking about doing a short run of, say, I don't know, a couple of 100 shirts with, you know, King of Toe OG, sub you know, pre 5,000, so that if the channel does take off, you can say, mate, I was there from the start, I got the OG shirt. I don't know if any of you guys would be interested in that sort of shirt, but we'll I'll make it, you know, it'll be more a dress shirt than a t-shirt, a button-up shirt with, you know, but anyway, it's just a thought of when we do our first run. Got the front wheel drive tx3, gotta find another good motor and turbo kit and send it. Got a front. Matthew, I'd have motors and stuff here. Is yours a 1.8 or a 1.6? We'd have a motor. I wouldn't have a spare turbo kit, but I'd have a motor here for you. Not much water out there, 7% capacity. Okay, we might go out to Boondooma. We'll find somewhere to take it anyway. It's a long time till summer, and the wet season comes in summer. So either way, we're going to get this boat. Yeah, supercharge. Can you get a supercharger for a VK Statesman? Are you still doing the Barra swap? Barra's in F100s since I made that video. I went and saw a mate that actually has a Barra in an F100, and you can't even tow a car trailer with it. It's just a donkey. I've got a 351 coming to go into that. So it's just going to be a V8, but the Cortina might be a Barra. I do have, I know everyone wants to see a Barra. I'm just not that keen, to be honest. You got to spend a lot of money to make horsepower with a Barra, and they're not reliable once you do that. We do have this AU XR6, and it is a manual. Okay, so that may go in and we do something similar to what the Street Machine done with a turbo or something like that. But I am looking forward to doing the Cortina. Oh, Sir, just hit me up. What was the offer, Justin? Justin, just hit me up, bro. What was your offer, Justin? I didn't see the message, mate. GC8 Australia, hey, babe, arrived late. Word on the black. Okay, the WRX is mint. I got a message from the guy I got that off this morning, and he said, I just saw the video, I saw you got that WRX going. He goes, in the last 2 years, 9 people have owned that WRX, and none of them could get it going. There will be challenges that come up down the track, buddy. Once I've got 2 good staff members now, which is going to free up some of my time so I can spend more time with you guys. And it's just very hard running a towing business, a wrecking yard, and an engine reconditioning business, even though I have Leaf, plus I have my kids, my grandkids that live with me. Life's hectic, as well as trying to do everything for you guys. I do my best, but I don't know if this starts or not. I don't know if there's a battery in it, but yeah, the 9 guys over the last 2 years had this car and they couldn't get it to go. But they didn't have Letho and Aaron though, did they? There, it runs mint now. I got some plugs there to go in it. It'd yeah, so the WRX is good. Like, it throws massive flames out the exhaust and everything. It needs plugs. The sump had been filled up with fuel. Like, it was just, yeah, so it's been sitting for a long time. Everyone's played with it. The bores are probably washed down. But it's going to be good. It's going to be an awesome car. I can't wait. Like, I love WRXs. They're just awesome. And yeah, how are you going today? I'm going good, buddy. I'm in Queensland for 3 weeks. Qualified mechanic, can give you a hand. Not charged, just maybe a beer or 2. Mate, I'm out in Western Queensland, so I am quite far out. But send me a message, buddy. If you want to come and play, you're more than welcome. I might not be here in September because we've got that big trip coming up. But yeah, let us know, buddy. Have a chat. How's the SS50? The SS50 is mint. It's not actually. I've got to pull the box. Okay. Since the day I got that SS50 about 10 years ago, the steering rack had a small leak in it. I've got a steering rack here. The exhaust that's on that thing is atrocious. I'm pretty sure the cat's a block, which is why it's got no horsepower. But I've been collecting pieces, and now the slave cylinder in the box, because you've got to pull the box out to put a new clutch slave in it to make the clutch work. So once this VN is done, we're probably going to get that over, pull the box out, steering rack in, exhaust system. I've got brand new lower control arms and ball joints there for it. Basically, you're going to go, all the paint's done now and the cosmetic is done on that car. It's just a bit of mechanical, but I love that ute. Like, it's just so nice. I walk out in the morning, see it sitting there, it just makes me smile. You know, it's just so nice. Would love to see some barn find. Okay, Jay, I'll pick up the SS50. Mate, I wouldn't sell the SS50, and definitely not for $7 grand. Barn find next weekend, buddy. The live feed next weekend will be a barn find one. I found some cars yesterday, HR wagon and a HR sedan and a Cortina. So we're going to, at this stage, the plan is to take you guys along with that to go and pick those cars up. So, and tomorrow I was supposed to be going to Roma, and I was going to take you guys out there. There's a big honey hole of cars out there. A mate got an XB Ute out there the other day and a Zephyr. There's some HQs and all sorts of stuff like that. So, g'day Callum, that's the bloke there I swapped the WRX with. Callum, he's the one that messaged me this morning to tell me about those guys. So yeah, no, it's good that it's going now, buddy. It's been a bit of a mission, but yeah, Do you guys get old cameras over there? Old Chimeras. There is a Chimera in the yard at the moment. What do you actually need? You need a steering rack for a conversion, do you? Because I think there's a couple of old Chimera steering racks out the back there that I've kept for hot rod conversions. There's an SS50 on Facebook for $7 grand. Cool, sounds good. Should buy that one. I don't sell a lot of my cars, to be honest. Did you end up selling the Ute? No, the Ute's out the front. We haven't had a chance to look at it. Yeah, we've had issues with that van just there. There's a lot of cars that get done. No Tirana, sorry buddy, I'd never see them. This van, like, sold it to a mate and we thought it was good. It's got it comes up, I brought up a code for rear wheel sensor, we replaced that. And now it's saying low voltage at gear change, which is throwing another code. I don't know. We'll sort it out this week. It gets stuck in second gear and goes into limp mode. Gearbox is perfect in it. The motor's spot on. It's a beautiful car. We've just got to find, there's either a broken wire or maybe a shift solenoid in the gearbox. But by the end of this week, that's taken up a lot of our time, that vehicle. So that's why we haven't got a lot of other stuff done. The Bedford though, over the weekend, I'll have a lot more done on that. And I really should be working on this right now, but I am going to get this back together. There's a manifold over here that I've got to pull off, but I might go out there. Hopefully it's not too windy for you guys. And we'll actually get started pulling this manifold off so I can do that. See, there's a barra for someone. I'm waiting for a bloke to come and pick that up now. Yeah, he was supposed to be hours ago, but what do you do? Any idea on four-wheel drive Holden? Have you got any more ideas on 4x4 Holden? As in the Tirana four-wheel drive we're building, did you get a Rockstar? I'd love to get a sponsorship of a Rockstar. It'd save me a fortune. It is cheap, man. $8 for four, can't go wrong. Subs. There were some subs here. I think the three that were here are gone. I don't think they're here anymore. What are you actually chasing off the subs, mate? I'm the wrong person to ask about parts. I'm out in the truck all the time. Like most days, if I'm here for 20 minutes a day, I'll be surprised. Like it just doesn't happen. Do you get many roos there? Yeah, there's a lot of kangaroos out here, mate. That's why we have so many cars, because people smash their cars up with kangaroos. And yeah, if you need a small amount of stuff for the GC8, feel free to ask. I've got okay, I need, they can't really whereabouts are you, GC8 Australia? If you, yeah, I've got this car here that come in. See this one here? I do need, I'm going to buy another Impreza to replace all the panels on that black one, because every single, I used to like the mothers, the orange mothers, but they deleted them, the bastards. I've got this car here. See this, that one? Okay. It come in a while back. It's only an aspirated one, but it's got coilovers all round. It come with a brand new engine kit. Like the engine's pulled apart here in the boot, but in the back of it, there is actually a full engine kit that come with it. I've just got to go through and see what doors and what bits and pieces. So I've got most of the interior bits. I need to tidy that one up. And like little bits and pieces like that there's missing off the other one. But I've got them. There's that Chimera there. Someone asked about a Chimera. She's, the fire brigade used it to chop the roof and all that sort of stuff, but everything's pretty much there. But if you go onto Facebook and look up King of Tow parts, you'll get Leith and he'll be able to tell you what's there. But I do have some other steering racks and stuff like that. It's very hard to see the comments right now, guys, because of the sun. I'll get back over here in the shade to where I'm doing this manifold. All right, what do we got? Can't wait to come over. No worries, buddy. Keep up the good work, mate. Building a four-wheel drive Escort. Sweet. Send me some pictures of that four-wheel drive Escort, buddy, and tell me the way you're achieving it. That'd be mad. I'm surprised that how many Jags you have. I'm doing hot rod chassis and stuff like that is why I've got the Jags. I started buying. I've always loved Jags from when I was a young bloke. My uncle imported one from Scotland when I was probably 8, and I can always remember that Series 2 green Jag. I actually just swapped that motorbike to a young bloke, and I see my old green Series 3 that was my daily getting around now with a heap of 18 and 19-year-olds in it, and it's mad. I love it. Like, just yeah, it's just good to see another generation appreciating the Jags, and they're all saying, Christ, these are better than buying a Commodore. They go as good, they're just mad. So yeah, a lot of people saying they're from New South Wales, Victoria. Any tips doing a EJ conversion on a Brumby? I will be doing one soon, buddy, I think. So I don't think it's a hard process, to be honest. To me, it looks like it all lines up. I can't give you much advice. I haven't actually done one yet, but they do look like they sort of, what's my ultimate dream build? Oh, geez. My hardtop with the LS in it, I am looking forward to that. The blown Jag in the next 6 months, I want to start doing a lot of road trips in that. I know I'm going to get into trouble for driving it around, but I don't actually care. So I want to get that Series 1, the blown one, going and really start to do some road trips in it. Yeah, that is one car that I really want to get going. WRX as well, I don't know, I love them all. The SS50 is just an awesome car. The vnss was my full-on dream car. I go through the tx3, the other tx3 turbo. I can't help myself, honestly. I just have major issues. Yeah, how do you go flocking? How did flocking the dash go? We'll go out and have a look at that ute now. I think it's a little bit dirty, but yeah, I don't get much work done with you guys, do I? I just stand around talking shit all the time. Yeah, this little ute's pretty cool. It's just where is it? It's out the front there. Just the gates are all locked because we're closed. So yeah, it was my daughter's birthday this morning. That's why we're a little bit later. I'm going to do another ute. See this ute here. Once that one's sold, I'm going to get started. It's not this one. See that one there, an L200? It's not that one that we're going to do. There's one out the back that's in good condition, but that's why I've got like 3 of them hanging around, so I've got parts. But it'll be a petrol one, and I'm thinking probably side mount supercharger or something. But I've got to finish that green one first before we get started on another little ute. And I've got some massive wheels for it. They're huge. They're going to be cool as. Yeah. I'm just looking forward to the day where I can do this full time and just piss about with you guys, making videos and building cars and stuff like that. But 2 new guys have started, as I said, and they seem to be working out quite well, which is absolutely phenomenal. I do have another Jag build coming up with a standard 6-cylinder. I've got the plates to make up the turbo manifold. I've got the turbo. I haven't bought the ECU yet, but we will get there. We will get there. All right. There's all dirty fingerprints all over this, guys, so bear with me. But I don't know if you can, I'm just trying to make it so you can see it. It's hang on, I'll see if I can turn the camera around. How does that work? Not much of a tech guy, mate. Not bad on a spanner, but here we go. All right. Can you see it? Is it too dark in there? See? Come up all right. I'm still going to paint that ashtray, obviously, but the rest of it's come up good. It's not too bad. I quite like it. I like the gloss. See, I put the gloss on that piece. Remember that bit that goes right up at the windscreen? But I reckon it come up good. Like, it's turned it into... Can you see it or not? Can't really see, can you? Oh yeah, you can see it. It's got a lot of dirty fingerprints on it at the moment. I think I need to get a wet cloth to bring it back up. But it's only just been put back in. What do you reckon? Does it look all right? What do you reckon about the dash? I'm pretty happy with it because I took a dash that was cracked. Need more footage of the vnss, mate. Sorry, but VNs, yeah, right. I might drive it. I'll drive her tomorrow. I'll get her out tomorrow. I've got to come to work over here. I won't bring the truck. I'll bring the SS, and we'll get the SS out and take it for a run. I'd like to get it out as well. So yeah, looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Need more of, looks awesome. I'm just happy with it. It's such a cheap thing, and when you get a dash that's cracked like that and the speaker holes, it just turned it in from a piece of rubbish to something that's, you know, pretty good. Just next time I've just got to use a thicker layer of glue and not try and touch it up, and I think it'll come up really well. Need more of the XR8. Okay, one of the new guys that works for me is Seb. He is a Ford guy, so we're gonna, when he comes back, he gets married today, so he's on his honeymoon next week. When he comes back, I might get him stuck into the XR8, and because I've got I've got that one that come in. So I've got that XR8, there's that XR6, and there was another one that come in this week with really good seats. So we might get started on the interior on the XR8 and get started on it, get the front end back on. Did Litho fix up the caravan? The caravan's here, it's all together now. We set it up. We had a race between my missus hit the roof when I go. Shit. Sorry guys, a big dust storm. When I go out racing in my wife's car, she hits the freaking roof. I'll just turn this camera around again. Yes, still taking the VN on the road trip, mate, definitely. It's just all comes down to money now. Okay, so that was just over here because when he got it, he got told that there was no door, right? And no door, and that panel there was missing, supposedly. But yeah, it's all, he set it up and it's pretty tidy. It belonged to an old couple. But how good's that? It's pretty cool, eh? $1,000, can't go wrong. So yeah, not a bad sort of jigger. So he's pretty happy with that. We haven't started on the suspension. A RAV4 come in the other day that had the right size wheels and tyres he wanted, so we've got that. Just finished making power steering lines for a customer's Rambler. Beautiful car. Did you run a electric power steering unit or just a normal one? How's your day going? Yeah, not too bad. I Nerali's birthday this morning, so we went out for breakfast. I can't believe I have a 13-year-old daughter. Bloody crazy. Well, she's my youngest daughter, but yeah. What was that, Aaron? Yeah, the VN's still going on the road trip. Just putting money together for that. Aaron, yeah, come in and meet him, mate. He's a good bloke. You guys can talk Fords. What else we got there? Did Litho fix up the caravan? Always coming good work. How's the family? Everyone's good. They've all been Astra Pump. Yep, awesome, buddy. It works well for you. Oh, you're doing the lines. You haven't tried it yet. But yeah, the Astra Pumps are a good thing. I didn't realise there was so many different sorts. I think I've got about 5 or 6 different ones now hanging around. But yeah, no, everyone's been sort of sick. Mia, she's still at a stage. My granddaughter of sucking her. So she goes to school or whatever, touches stuff, sucks her fingers, gets sick, brings it home. And I don't really believe in being sick, so I don't get sick, thank God. Except for my gallstones, which are just a fucking pain in the ass. But yeah. Alright. Very awesome, though. Yeah, I just replaced everything on my VPSS. Since watching you, I've almost replaced everything on my VP. Oh, awesome, mate. It's amazing what you can build out of something that's crap. Like that formula come out of a backyard with the roof jumped on it, and to everyone else it was rubbish, but it's come up so nice. I'm so happy with that car. I'm just here. Okay, so this is the manifold I'm going to use for the tx3. I don't know if you can see it, but see how it lends itself, because I don't have a standard manifold because they normally come up over. And this one here sort of has a bunch of bananas that goes that way, out that way, which will then bring our piping down for the turbo. Does that make sense to you? Instead of it coming up over the top and down and in, which then you can run into bonnet clearance problems. It's just a nice manifold. It's got a larger throttle body than a standard one, which will be good. And as far as I can tell, it will fit. So yeah, just using what we've got, you know what I mean? So I'll try and sit you guys just here. I don't know whether you just want to see what I'm doing. If I put it there, I can work away and I can see when the comments come up and still answer a few. How many blokes do you get in? How many blokes do I get into work? Leaf works here full time. He runs the yard for me. Generally, there's another 2 guys that work here. Yeah, there's always one good one. I've been doing the normal thing of employing mates, but it doesn't work. You need to employ people you don't know, and then they turn up and actually work. It's just been hard. You know, but at least me mates did come in and help and do a bit, but it just makes it hard, you know. And what do you do? It's just, yeah. At the same time, a lot of people these days, younger blokes, haven't really worked, so they just think it's fun and games here, and it's not fun and games. It is a job. If it doesn't get done, my family doesn't eat, you know. So it's just, you know, we'll get there. It's all good. It's taking the time off to go to this Alice Springs trip with you guys is a big thing for me. Like, I don't take time off ever. So in my head, I'm struggling being away. I have trouble when someone rings if I can't go and help them. I hate it. Like, yeah, but we'll get there, guys. It should be a good trip though. I bet many of you guys done much traveling around Australia. I'd like to really start to encourage people to do a lot of these road trips, even to build something. Sorry, I'm trying to set this phone up so it'll work. Happy to help when I can. Yeah, I know that, Aaron. I appreciate it, mate. But you got a young kid as well. Like you did. Like that WRX, mate. That was awesome. I couldn't have done that without you. Well, I probably could have. I could have blundered my way through, but it was good to have it done by someone that's a bit more capable. Do you think of the mighty Hyundai XL? I reckon that the mighty Hyundai XL is freaking awesome. Like, honestly, like when they come out, they were like 10 grand brand new. I can still remember it. I didn't have 10 grand to be able to buy one. But everyone said they wouldn't last long, but they're still kicking around. I still get them through here. People love them for paddock bashes. Do you have any FJ40s? No FJ40s, buddy, but I do have FJ45s. How's it going with the wagon build? What was that one? How are you going with the wagon build into a panel van? I got a turbo kit, and I got 2 RB30s and a full turbo kit with intercooler and wiring harness and a manual conversion this week. Okay, so that's all coming up in a video to come. I'll show you all the gear that I got. So the VL is coming up. Okay, it's happening. Me and Leith were talking about it this morning. He's talking big wheels and wheel tubs and stuff. So we'll see where we end up there. But yeah, because if we're going to chop the back of it apart anyway. Sorry guys, I just got to try and get some work done. I never hear. Does any of those RB30s have a blue valve cover? They're not A6 ones, no. They're not a turbo motor. Come down to South, yeah, there's a lot of good cars down in South Australia too. We will be coming through South Australia because we're going to do the loop down to South Australia. We've got that Ferrari kit car to go sort out. We're down that way as well. Ever seen every upload? First time I've caught you live. Shown off your yard, but Nicole is a real trooper. Me and Nicole have been together for 18 years, I think, give or take, a year or so. She puts up with a lot. She's awesome, mate. Like, yeah, she just puts up with heaps. RB30 plus turbo, box in the Dado. Loves it, sweet. Are you coming to Melbourne? There's a lot of good finds down here. I'm actually from Geelong, buddy. A little story. When I left Geelong, I crashed my HZ, which is another video, my first car. I'll do a video on that for you guys soon. I've only got photos, but it's a pretty cool car. And at the time I had to sign in at the police station. Okay, I was only 18. And I went in and I saw them and I said, look, I'm over crashing the car. I had to go and sign in. And I went in this one day and it was on a Monday, and I said to him, I'm out of here Wednesday. He goes, you're not allowed to leave the state. And I said, oh well. He goes, I'll tell you what, I'll do your deal. If you leave and do not come back, I'm not going to chase you. And I left. I've only been back to Geelong like 2 or 3 times or something. It won't matter now. There's been that much time under the bridge that it won't matter. But yeah, Geelong wasn't somewhere that I went back to. Fuck yeah. But anyway, it was hard to start your own business. Tell your missus to stop worrying about the cars, and she's watching. Help me out. Nicole doesn't whinge about the cars. She's really good. She's very supportive. Well, yeah, she knows that if money ever gets tight, the cars can go and the kids eat. Was it hard to start my business? Okay, when I started this business, I was working 2 and 2 out the mines. So I'd be home for 2 weeks. I bought a car trailer, and then mates wanted tows done, and that's how the cheap towing come about. And out here, the only towing companies were extremely expensive. So I just provided a cheap alternative to that. The towing companies that were out here, I'm not saying they are bad companies at all, because they aren't. They're very, very good companies. But it poked along. I had an opportunity and I rolled with it. It's hard work, it's long hours, but I got to come home. I'd been out on the highway for so long truck driving, that to be able to come home and spend time with my family and be home every night was awesome. Well, most nights anyway. Yeah, so yeah, I've been at it for 5 years. You just have to have a go, you know what I mean? Like, if you're young now and you don't have kids, that's when you want to be starting a business, before you have kids and a missus, because you don't have that stress of everyone having to eat. So if you can, even a YouTube channel, if any of you guys are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, and you don't have, I was starting my own towing business, what will I need to do? Okay, I started with, here's Nicole now, she just come online. I started with a car trailer, a tilt car trailer, and a Subaru Liberty all-wheel drive, right? Then I upgraded to a Pajero. I had I had support from, there was 3 guys, Corey, Gianni and Andrew down in Brisbane. They bought a lot of 4-wheel drives and stuff, and I'd be booked up to go and do their stuff as soon as I got home from my 2 weeks on out at the mines. So that actually helped me a lot to get started. It's just a case of being honest and being able to do the work, I suppose. I run beaver tail trucks because I can build them, and the trailers as well. Like, I just bought another trailer for the hire business from the same guy I bought mine from, called Hooked on Trailers in Beenleigh. I think it was about $3.5 grand or something like that, and they're awesome trailers. You've started a, what was that? Aussie Outlaws. I've started a YouTube channel doing 4-wheel drive and fishing adventures in a Subaru Brumby. Legend. All right, buddy, I might check you out a little bit later. So even if you send me a link, mate, that'd be mad. I do love me Subaru Brumbies. I'm not too fussed on fishing, but anyway, I love this country and I'd love to see more. I do want to go further into doing a lot more travel stuff with the channel, like a lot more road trips. The Jag, I want to road trip the Jag heaps all over the country. I know I'm going to end up locked up at some stage because some copper's going to get hold of me, but I don't care. If I get to drive a blown Jag all over Australia, mate, I'm in, you know. And that's a beautiful car too. It's just, it drives so good. I've just got to get that glide fixed up, and she'll be sweet. We'll be able to go cruising everywhere, guys, and catch up with all you guys too. So yeah, but I don't know, you just got to bite the bullet and have a go, and not expect to holy shit, what was that? John loves VNs, $100 super chat. Mate, you are an absolute champion, mate. Thank you very much, John. If I can ever help you, do anything for you, if you've got any questions, mate, hit me up. Thank you. I really appreciate that support, buddy. It's yeah, it all goes yeah, speechless. It goes a long way to me being able to do this full time and spend a lot of time with you guys. Like, I am that's where I am heading to, basically play with you guys and do what we do, you know. So yeah, everyone say thank you to John, because he's an absolute champion. I'm absolutely gobsmacked at that support. It's it makes me know I am sort of heading in the right direction. I felt bad this week that I was so busy that I just didn't get uploads done. I've done a lot of filming, so there is stuff coming, guys. And yeah, thank you very much, John. Look at that, showing him the love. That's awesome, guys. Mate, I really appreciate that. What I'd really appreciate is if you could undo this clip down here. But yeah, no, things are good, you know. Like, it just I got to come home and play with cars, which is what it's all about for me. It's all about the cars. You know, I have an understanding family, which also means a lot, because I am painful with my cars. Like, before I got that red vnss, I was just a pain in the ass. Like, I have issues, major issues. I just carried on that much that I just had to have one, you know. But had no money back then to buy one, and yeah, but it all worked out in the end. It's yeah, 9-inch grinder gets rid of anything. Yeah, I do love my 9-inch grinders. Thank you very much for showing our appreciation to John, mate. You're a champion. Where are you from, John? And you, yeah, I saw it said VNs. Whereabouts are you from, John? What's my favourite beer? I haven't drank for a long time. Nicole put up with a lot in the early days of my drinking. I was massive, guys. I had big beer gut and the full crease, the whole lot. Like, I was huge. I was a VB fan for a lot of years, and then I think at the end of it, it was sort of Carlton Cold was sort of the popular beer at the time. but I don't drink a lot these days, obviously, because I've got to drive all the time, and I've got Mia with me all the time and stuff like that. So yeah, it makes it very hard to drink and do what I've got to do. I wouldn't achieve anything, I'd go missing. John, okay, John, you're welcome. I'm in New South Wales. I have a VN89 model. It's an auto. I wish I had a manual. It's only a 3.8. I would love to have a V8 and a manual gearbox in it, but need only wish. Oh well, buddy, if you're ever up this way, you're more than welcome to come and drive the SV89, mate, and have a run with a V8 manual. So yeah, just hit me up when you're around and we can work something out. Went on a YouTube expecting a recording at 10 AM live chat. Saw that the live chat had been running. Nice feeling. If I could, mate, I would. I'll be down your way at some stage, because I'm not going to pull that SV apart for a while now. We're actually going to get it going. Louise and the girls this morning, we went out to breakfast for Marilee's birthday, and when we pulled up in the driveway, it's sitting there, and the girls, I think Savannah said, "What car are we taking on this trip?" And your mum and Nicole said, "We're taking that one," and pointed to the SV with no rear window and the rust hanging out. She's like, "Nah, I'm staying at a friend's house." But yeah, no, it's but yeah, she hadn't seen the Formula, so yeah, it's over at the workshop. But it's come up a really nice car. That interior's really tidy, and the boys have been doing a bit to it each day, so we're getting there. We are getting there. I was hoping to be leaving about now, but things haven't gone to plan as much. We'll ever get to New Zealand. I hope so. I can't see why not. If this thing continues to expand, I'm hoping to go everywhere and meet everyone. I would love to come up your way for a holiday, come out and check out your yard. Yep, sounds good, buddy. No problems. Just be aware that we are a running business, so it's very hard at times to spend a lot of time with people, but you are more than welcome to come up and say hello. Yeah, in the early stages anyway, because I think Cletus McFarlane said the other day that people turning up all the time has had to stop because they're so busy and too many people. But for now, we're all good, guys, because we're not that big. Would like to, yeah, mate, yep, definitely, just shoot me a message, and yeah, I'm off, Beck's home, need to get the shoot right over. No worries, Aaron, thank you very much, buddy. I'll see you during the week, I expect, anyway. But thanks for coming along for a bit of today's live feed. All right, injector rail, for you guys that don't know, I don't know what you do know, that's a fuel injector, okay? It squirts out that end, so that there pushes down into your cylinder head, that there pushes down into your cylinder head and squirts into the cylinder. That's your fuel rail, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's a 4-cylinder, okay? Sometimes these O-rings here split and you'll get a leak and a misfire, but all they do is just push in like that, and they just sit there. That's your fuel injector. That's your wire that goes to your fuel injector, and that just basically sits in there. Fuel goes in one end and you have a return line. That's simple. So fuel injection is not that hard. Like people, it's different these days, I suppose. Most of the young blokes know about it, but yeah, I remember when fuel injection came out and everyone thought it was the end of the world, to be honest. It was crazy. Invercargill, I got a mate that come from Invercargill, Jace Newton. I just moved away from Geelong 8 months ago to Phillip Island. It'd be just as cold though. Yeah. How many cc injectors are they? This is just a standard car. This is a standard laser. So that's just a. I'm standing up on top of a junk pile, pulling it out. It's just a standard car. I want the manifold. I'm running that manifold there for the turbo. You see how it runs around that way. Our intercooler piping can then just run straight down there instead of across the top. Plus, I don't have a standard manifold to put on the car. So we're just gonna modify throttle position sensors and stuff like that, rewire them in, and then just get it to run. That's a Leaf job. So, yeah. We're getting there, we're getting there. If I can get this apart and partly back together, do the bulk of it, then while I'm out working this week, Leaf can work his magic on it and get it done. So yeah, as well as talk to you guys. Update on the Falcon XR6. We'll not this week but next week, Seb's back. He's our local Ford guy that loves it, and I think he'll enjoy to come to work. and spend a couple of days playing with the XR8, but we'll go through and get all the interior back together, get the front end back on, and make a plan for it. I saw one the other day, I think it was a GT one, it had a big spoiler, it looked good. I'm thinking about finding one of those spoilers or something, but yeah, it'll get worked on soon. I'm just trying to, at the moment, raise money for this this trip we're going to go on, because we've got to get there before they shut that Ayers Rock down, because Nicole really wants to go to climb the rock. So I'm just in money raising mode, and I'm not selling the XR8 anytime soon. So yeah, just trying to get a lot of the normal day-to-day run-of-the-mill cars that we've got around here that go up for sale, sold and moved on, so it just generates some cash flow so we can go and do that job. So yeah, I wouldn't know of anyone chasing a full fiberglass vnss kit. No, I think I've got one here. I have a spare manifold. If it's a 1600, it's an 1800 in the black one. I've got a 1600 manifold there off my red one that I was going to put on it, but it doesn't fit, which is a shame. It won't matter, this manifold will work. We'll get it working. It's what I've got. So, and I've got another one of these here, or two of them as well, for Leith's car and mine as well, because these are the ones we're actually going to run on our cars as well. Because they look like they're a good manifold. We've got the bigger throttle body, and they'll flow well and be able to run larger piping because it won't interfere with the bonnet. So yeah, it's all good. Got a plan, just hope it does bolt up. We'll see what it does. Yeah, what do we got? Cheers for the answer, mate. Selling some tow trucks. Yes, I've got a dual cab tow truck there that's for sale. What are you doing currently? tx3, I'm pulling the inlet manifold off this one out in the yard to fit up to the one that's over in the workshop, and hopefully having the tx3 together over the weekend to then yeah, just trying to get this tx3 for the swap thing. Escargot, $2. Thank you very much, dude. Whereabouts are you from, buddy, and what sort of car are you building? Thank you very much for that super chat, mate. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Keep up the good work. Sydney. Okay, cool. Are you building any sort of car at the moment, buddy, or are you smarter than the rest of us and don't waste all your money? That's one way to get it undone, isn't it? I keep forgetting that this car's... I'm a bit hesitant to break anything because I don't know what else I'm going to need. Yeah, I'm building a VL LS1. Sweet. Mad. So just a stock LS1, just an auto. Is it yeah, what have you got done so far? I'm looking forward to that. Like, Letho's a bit against the old RB30, but he actually come out before. He goes, oh, I actually went through all that stuff you went and bought. He goes, I'm actually quite excited to build this RB now. He's crazy. He hated WRXs with a passion, so I bought one and gave it to him to drive as a daily, and now he loves them. Built with the T5, awesome. Sounds good. Mad. Oh, she sounds like a bit of a beast. I hope that one day I'm down your way and I can pop in and have a look. It'd be awesome. I'm a big Ford guy, but I've always an NC Fairlane. What do you think? I don't know my models of Fairlanes, but I have that Fairlane that I've got, and as you know, I'm going to go to the States hopefully in a year or so to buy a Galaxy. I don't know if you were on earlier, but I found a Cortina, which is going to be great, a Cortina for the channel. So we will be doing a bit more Ford stuff coming up. But yeah, it's yeah. I grew up, my dad had a Fairlane most of my life, had a 351, and it was a 302 that he built and put a stroker in the crank in it to stroke it to a 351. But I don't know why I have so many Holdens. It's just that's just the way it's ended up for me. It's yeah, I don't know. As I find, if I found a Falcon tomorrow or another Fairlane that wasn't it's I think he said it was a TD. I think it's a square one, to be completely honest. It was just the fact that it was a Cortina, and I'll roll with what I get. Like, it's just Yeah, so Nicole, you're on now. Next Saturday, I've sort of made up that we might go out and actually pick up those HRs and the Cortina. Yep, 6-cylinder manual in the Cortina. Yeah, so we might do the live feed next weekend. Yeah, 6-cylinder iron head, I think he said it was. I haven't even seen the Cortina yet. I've seen the HRs, but don't sell the red Nissan 300ZX. It's a very good condition. We'll regret it, trust me. Okay, I agree completely. Storage is always a problem, and having it sitting around here is an issue. Trust me, if I just get lowballed on it, I won't sell it. Like, it'll just sit here, that 300ZX. I don't actually care. It's a big chunk of money to be able to put back into YouTube, and that's honestly, no, it's square body. So I don't know my Cortina models, to be honest, guys, but both me and Leith are looking forward to getting it, so which means it will get played with straight away. So yeah, it's just, but yeah, it's, I don't know, it'll be a lucky dip. You guys will see next Saturday on the live. Hopefully you can join in and come along for the ride. It's yeah, I've got heaps of parts for Cortinas. Oh, awesome, man, that's great. I will need a front, he said that the front driver's guard is smashed apparently. How much did I want for the 300ZX? Okay, one for the 300, if you don't mind me asking. Okay, yeah, it's a square body one, it's a TETF. I'm happy with any of them, to be honest. Just okay, a guy come in the other, there's a couple on, it's a very hard thing to price up, the 300ZX, okay, because it's not the most popular of models. It is turbo and it is a time capsule, right? Now, a guy come in the other day and wanted to buy it as it was, and I really wanted to finish it, okay, because I wanted to drive it, and he was talking 18 grand. I personally think that's a bit high for what, you know, but what do you pay for a car that's not rusty and never been rusty and is pretty well original, right? Another guy was talking to me about it, and he said that it's probably worth between 8 and 12, and I reckon that sounds pretty reasonable. What do you guys reckon? You go, you can look on the internet, and for 8 grand you'll get one that's fairly trashed and non-turbo, but it might be manual. There's a couple on there that are really tidy for 25 grand. Okay, I don't think it's worth 25 grand. Yeah, but having all the original covers for the T-tops, and you know, and the packages that when you take the T-top off, that you can I'm trying to get it so I can get my hand in underneath the manifold. I'm going to get rid of so many water lines. Yeah, what do you guys think? What would you guys think that thing's worth? Would you buy a BT1 if I came across one? Yeah, I'd buy anything at the right price. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, John. That was awesome. I might have an XF Falcon tomorrow. Sweet. 14 grand, you reckon? 10 to 16 is decent. If that's its mint condition, how many Ks does it have? I think it's under 200. I'd have to have a look. Hey dude, what's your favorite car? 10 to 15 grand. So I'm not that far off the mark. I felt a bit rude asking that sort of money, to be honest, but what do you buy that's mint? You can just get in, I could get in that and drive to Sydney tomorrow. Like, I do want to finish the air conditioning and stuff off, but it's all well and good for us to sit here and say that it's worth that much money. It's worth what someone's going to pay, and unless I get that probably over 10, it can sit there. When the business first started, because I didn't get finance to do this, I sold an R33 Skyline that I imported, and it was minted. It only done like 80,000 Ks. I sold it for 8.5 grand, and to buy the dual cab, because Nicole was doing a bit of driving for me back then, and with what we were doing, I needed that extra truck. How much would a VP Commodore V6? Yeah, so I don't want to just sell it for the sake of it. I'd like to try and hold on to, like a lot of you guys have expressed that you just want to come up and meet me and see the cars. If I can pull it off, I'd like to hold on to all the cars and have an area, like have them all. So if you guys come up here or whatever, or a car show, all the cars that you see that we're building, you can actually see them, and You know what I mean? Does that make sense? To make some sort of a road trip, make a road trip worth going, you know? Yeah, the VNs and VPs, if it was originally a manual, yeah, the manuals are worth a lot more. Yeah, I don't know. Does that make sense? Just to try and hold on to all the cars. But the problem is I'm not made of money, and I do have to sell things to pay other things. So, yeah, VPs and VNs are very hard to price. VLs are easy because they just go crazy money. VNs still haven't got that following, so it's very hard to price what they're worth. They're sort of a piece by piece basis. It's, to me, they're worth a lot, but to other people not so much. It's just hard. But yeah, it all comes down to condition and rust with a VN, and whether it's like being VP, you should have the better Series 2 seats in it. Yeah. Oh, I'm so gonna smash my knuckles. Come on, I'm gonna get wet as well. What have we got? Can I have a shout out? Yeah, mate. Liam Standchowski. You just wanted me to try and say your name, didn't you, dude? No problem at all. Alright, I can get into that now. We're cheering. Yeah. What have we got going on? Yeah, so young Nara Lee turned 13 today, which is mad. I don't have much luck with this manifold, am I? There's easy ones across the top, but the bottom ones are bastard. I just had to undo nearly every hose and wire known to man just to get into it. JDM builds would be so awesome for the channel. Oh, mate, I understand you need to balance life and family and bills, your business and YouTube at the same time. Keep it up. There's a bit of JDM stuff coming. I would like to build a drift car very soon. Does anyone have a WRX motor and gearbox? Do I ever go Monte Way? I haven't towed much up Monte Way for quite some time. Okay, and how much is that one, buddy? The 300 that's mint? Happy birthday to Baby Red. I'm sure she'll be wrapped being called Baby Red. Cold, wet and windy in Adelaide. It's hot and windy here today. I'm going to go get some sort of other, I reckon, an extension and 12mm. I've got an extension. It's good to be in the workshop. Like, I spend no time here at all. Like, I regret selling my last workshop down on the coast so bad. And now I've got a workshop again and I get to spend absolutely no time here at all. It's very cheap, about $6 grand. What's it like though? Is it, oh, you said it's mint. Is it it'd be a non-turbo though at $6 grand, is it? Well, that's the thing, you know, like, are they popular enough to generate that sort of money? To me, it's too good a car to give away for next to nothing. But if no one's going to pay it, no one's going to pay it, are they? So I'll just use it and keep it, and I don't care. I don't know. Yeah, non-turbo. Yeah, the turbo ones are hard. I'm amazed you can live. I'm amazed you can live chat and work on your car. When you work on cars, I get pissed if anyone calls me. I've switched my phone off, and it's Saturday anyway. So yeah, I do have jobs booked to go and do. I can go do them this afternoon, but just trying to get a bit of this stuff done while I can. It's my phone is just a pain in the ass, but yeah. Can you say hi to my dad, Dennis? He loves the streams. G'day, Dennis. How are you, buddy? Glad to have you along for the ride. The live streams seem to be quite popular, which is good because it means I don't have to edit video. So yeah, I think I'm going to go and get a different socket. This one is not fucking happening. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think we're going okay. Like, what are we? We're in about 7 or 8 weeks now. We're almost 5,000 subscribers. We've got 136 people on the live stream at the moment, and it's been up over 100 for most of the time. We're doing okay, you know what I mean, in the scheme of YouTube, and from what I've read and seen, we're going okay. Things are building. We are in Australia, not in America. It's, a 2J and a Falcon. Actually, I'd prefer to do that. I reckon you're talking sense there, buddy. I reckon, oh, not in a Falcon, but in the Cortina. Maybe we should do that instead of a Barra and that sort of carry. I've got a 1J twin turbo just here in that green Sora. Where is it? Not that red one, it's got nothing in it. That one there, it's got a twin turbo. It's only done like 140,000 Ks. Maybe we should put that in the Cortina. I can get behind that. I only ran into that. Yeah, that'd be a better thing. But yeah, I don't mind that, because that way if I go buy another Sora, I've got the front and rear end to put into the Dodgers. So yeah. Is there any vnss diffs that will hold Super Ripper? Apparently, right, and I don't believe it, the old captain keeps telling me that I'm not putting 9 inches in things anymore because they're too heavy. And he reckons that the Borg Warner diffs are awesome. So there's the ones that come out in the Utes, got true track centers and stuff in them. And apparently those Borg Warners are really, really strong. And so I'll be able to tell you soon. I don't know about 750 horsepower, but yeah, some of the ones that we've got coming up will be sweet, full hex one too. Yeah, so the Borg Warner diffs apparently, and all those centers in the Falcons and the Commodores are all interchangeable. It's going to be in the hard top, be a Borg Warner going in that instead of a 9 inch, because I've got to have them. They, you know, a lot of the Utes come out with LSDs and true track centers, and yeah, so you can go and buy yourself an old XHU, and you'll end up with a mad diff, supposedly, and then you haven't got as much weight. So even in the Fairlane, because that 460 will have a fair bit of torque. So yeah, he reckons we're going to go that way, but I'll run through all those details when we get to those jobs, and hopefully we can all learn something. Ugh. Too old for this carry-on. Oh, what have we got going on? I had a 99 Daewoo Nimbus, very special dealer package alloys, worth nothing but quite rare. I put a Borg Warner center in IRF in the rear though. Yeah, looking forward to Kingato road trips. I am too, Nicole. Yeah, it's amazing what's worth nothing these days. It's crazy. Like, I got a Vectra in yesterday, and it's got full leather. It's black, 17-inch wheels, runs and drives. Guy couldn't sell it. No one wants it. Like, it's just crazy because the paint's gone off. The paint goes off on cars these days, and no one wants them. Like, it's absolutely insane. But yeah, I'm not getting too far today, am I? Maybe I'm talking too much. Yeah, alright. The numbers have dropped off a bit. Yeah, it makes it a lot easier with Nicole on the camera, that's for sure. Want to see a drift missile build? Yeah, I've got that Supra over there to build. There's a Mark IV Supra over there that's been hitting the front, so I can't ever go back on the road. So, yeah, it'll be good. There's a drag place down at Archerfield. A drift track down at Archerfield, so we can go and do something down there. Or holy shit, that was tight. Did I break the ratchet or did I undo it? What have we got going on? Yeah, Nicole's lost her voice still. She done a live stream last night for her channel, but she's still just extremely sick. So I'm trying to leave her alone to get better. But yeah. Queensland Raceway runs. Yeah, that's the place I'm talking about. I think that's Archerfield, isn't it? No, not Archerfield. Yeah, Queensland Raceway, Willowbank, sorry. not Archerfield. But yeah, they got nights out there, so I'm thinking that, yeah, go out there, tow the car down. So I'm just trying to concentrate on this. Hey Red, I found a cab with a chassis, if you remember our chat last week. Okay, so you've found what did you find? Is it a short chassis one? Like what actually did you find to be able to do? I haven't made that video, but I will do it for you. I just ran out of time this week. It's just been absolutely crazy, to be honest. Coffs Harbour has a drift track. It's a little bit far at this stage, but you never know. Like if I build that car and we're going to put some sort of event on or something, I can come down, you know. Just comes down to these new guys at work. Let's hope they work out, and then I can spend more time with you guys, which is the plan. Yeah, the end goal is to do this full time with you guys and just do videos every day. A Dodge, sweet. So early Dodge, like Dodge Fargo 49 split windscreen. There's a burnout comps in Kingaroy. Is there any? There is a burnout thing that happens out Proston, which is out the back of Kingaroy. They sent me 60s. Okay, yep. So it's a wider chassis, but still work. There is a there is a burnout competition out at the Proston Rally thing. They sent me the rules that you had to build the car to, and it was just crazy. So I just didn't even bother. But because of the channel now, we may do that next year when the burnout comp comes around. We'll build something to go out there. Have I ever had an early model Ford Mustang? No. In Australia, very expensive. Been to the little pad in Proston? No, I haven't been out there. I was going to go out there, but just the rules to do it was just crazy. What they wanted the car to be built to. Bit of a delay, guys. Yeah, the internet out here is not the best. That's sort of why last week things didn't happen too well for us. But yeah, I'd love for someone to come here and undo this bolt. Oh, Jesus, it's tight. Alright, bit of a delay, guys. Mustangs are overrated. In Australia, there's not a lot of Mustangs. We didn't get them over here as a dealer car. Most stuff that's here, or all Mustangs, I think, were imported until recently. It just, yeah, it was, yeah, Mustangs just aren't something that we all grew up with around here, so they're just not, they don't have the popularity. I respect that they are. Like, who doesn't love a V8, you know? But they're just not something that that we played with as kids, or you know, that there's no, you know, very few grandparents or parents had a Mustang, you know, so there's just not the following for them in this country. I think now that Holden's gone and perhaps Ford, it looks like Ford are going to start to try and step up a bit with the Mustang sort of stuff. But yeah, come and get a break. What was that? Come just break shit, grinders, oxy, make everything agricultural, farm spec. That's pretty much what I do, mate. What am I doing at the moment? Trying to pull an inlet manifold. See, this is we're doing the TX3. See that inlet manifold? I'm trying to pull that off to put the TX3 together, the one that we're swapping to build the SSU. But the bolts are tighter than any bolt I've ever come across in my life, and I'm just struggling, but we'll get there. You don't, I get notifications for your vids. I'm not sure, buddy. I'm not, just must be a setting on your phone. That's not happening either. I reckon I need to go and get a large ratchet and socket. I'm not sure why you wouldn't get them, mate. Is the black thing behind you a Datsun badge? Hang on a sec. Got any HJ Holdens? I'm doing a 1 tonner series coming up soon. I've got what do you think of Ecotech motors? Ecotechs are awesome, buddy. I'd have an Ecotech any day over a Alloytech. Black thing in the background, up on the top there, that four-wheel drive, it's a Cherry. Ecotechs are good, mate. They're heaps better than Alloytechs, that's for sure. I pretty much don't even buy VZs to wreck out because parts always come back because they're pieces of shit. But yeah, Buick or Ecotech, either way, I'm not favored either way. They're both good engines. I'm more a V8 person, to be completely honest. 6 cylinders, I can't really get too excited about. Can rev the Jag for us. It's at home. The Jag, I'm at work. The Jag's at home. The SS is at home. Yeah. Otherwise, I would. Not a problem at all. But yeah. Well, there we go. That one. Is there a smaller ratchet? The boys have put all my tools back today, which is good. They must have watched some videos, and so I'll sell Ecotech 850 full new gaskets, bearings throughout. Got any old Falcons? No, I've got a Fairlane. How many Bedfords? How's the Bedford going? The Impreza's going. Yeah, the ECU is fixed and going. I started it up just before. The motor's in the Bedford, front end's back in. Hopefully over the weekend, because I haven't got much booked today or tomorrow, purposely. And I'm going to try and get all this bolted up, and hopefully that'll be running this week with any luck. Yeah, so everything's slowly getting done, but it's just a long process when you work full time. And yeah, I don't know, I'd love to be able to just do YouTube full time with you guys, and we will get there. We will. It's just a case of following the process and building things, and as income starts to come from here, then I can step away a little bit from the towing. And I have, as I've said just before, maybe sold a fast black, one owner, right hand drive, Alan Moffat, sold it for 150k. Yeah, I don't know, it's crazy what people pay for things, that's for sure. But yeah, I don't know. Cletus Science, I like Cletus Science. Yeah, with the Mustang with the hose, I saw that, it choked it to death, didn't it? I don't know, there's the buggy, we had a little look at the buggy. We were going to do that this Saturday actually, play with the buggy, but it needs a distributor. So we've got it all turning over and some of it working now, but I've got to order some parts and get them in, so we'll be playing with that buggy soon for you guys and going out and popping some wheelies. Do you switch out the Impreza tail lights yet? The ones you brought it with are horrible. No, I haven't even touched it, buddy. They're still just sitting there. Whereabouts are you? Superbike or Harley build? Probably not doing a Harley build. But who knows, if something comes up at the right price. It all depends on what comes up, to be honest. Like a Cortina come up this week and I bought it, you know, so if stuff comes up at the right money, I'll buy it and build it without a problem. I have no issue buying stuff to build. Just Harleys are very expensive, and yeah, it's not high on the agenda at this stage, if that makes sense to you. Not that I've got anything against them. Yeah, do a video. Yeah, I will. You guys will be with me when I go and pick it up next week. That on the live feed, I've organised to pick it up next Saturday. So yeah, you guys will be along for the ride to go see the Cortina, and I bought another HR wagon and sedan. So you guys will come along and into the paddock. One of them's got no wheels, so you'll get to watch me struggle to get it loaded and all that sort of stuff. But the other sedan's got a disc brake front end and it's got some good bits and pieces, so it'll help a lot with those other builds that are coming. The wagon's pretty rough, but it has it's got rear doors, which is good because I may need, I've got those two wagons and I'd like to build both of those wagons. Rear door internals are very hard to find for those wagons, so yeah, I don't know, should be good. Just more bits and pieces to complete stuff I've got. Right, I know it seems like I have a lot of stuff hanging around, but I've also got a lot of years left. So yeah, the cherry is some sort of Chinese thing. Yeah, it's just yeah, it's just a heap of shit. You wouldn't bother with it. How many customers' houses have you been and thought they were living on a gold mine? Hang on, what was that? How many customers' houses have you been to and thought they were living on a gold mine? Where we were going to go tomorrow would have been one of those places, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I'm done now. Yeah, but it's the job fell through. There was a barn find one I was going to take you out on tomorrow, where apparently there was a heap of cars. A mate went out the other day and bought some, but then someone got in the guy's ear and started telling him they're worth heaps more money and all this, so they'll sit there forever now. No one will buy them. Where they are, like, can't provide photos, can't do anything like that, so you've got to drive all the way out there, and it's 4 hours from me. So anyone from Brisbane, it's like 6 or 8 hours away. What's under the cherry? A Magna. I think it's a Magna. Hang on. Oh. It's a late model Lancer Galant looking thing. It's been hitting the side, T-boned. Yeah, it's a Lancer, yeah. It's been hitting the side. It's got spilt milk in it and stuff. Got that bolt undone in case anyone cares. Yeah, can you tell from a mile away? I couldn't see what it was with the front bar. We don't get a lot of Lancers through here, and it's some weird bar on the front, but yeah. It comes at like the HR on that I bought yesterday. I said to the guy, I've been meaning, because I went there to do a tow job. There was a Triton to pick up, and when I went in there, I said to him, I've been meaning to call in here for ages because I saw the H. He goes, how did you know they were here? I said, I could see them from the road. Like the guys that spotted that was a Lancer. You get to see little pieces, like you can just see the slightest little shape, and you just know that that's what you're looking for. It's just how it goes sometimes. I didn't get it undone after all. Bugger of a thing. It's got it. Thank God for that. Please do a Hilux build, mate, if you find one. Love the Hilux. Yeah, Hilux is pretty cool. Is there a VL wagon to the left of the cherry? Yes, there is. Yes, it is a VL wagon behind it. That wagon's too far stripped for me to build, so I'm still looking for another one. Money's a bit tight right now with the ones I just bought, and trying to finish this formula and get ready for this big road trip. So the odds of me buying a VL wagon before we go to Ayers Rock on that big trip are pretty slim, but that doesn't mean if one comes up I won't buy it. It just means, yeah, I'm not actually chasing one right this second, but I will get one. I'm pretty sure I've got enough to keep myself and you guys amused for a little while. The old man's got a HQ Kingswood, giving him buckets, had holes for bucket seats in the floor, doing a full suite. HQs are hard to find these days. There was supposed to be some out there where I was supposed to go. Planning a road trip on, what's that? We're planning to go I was hoping to go on the road trip this month, okay, but it looks like it's going to go back to September now. Just money hasn't worked out the way it was supposed to. The car's not quite finished, but it is getting very, very close. But still happening. We'll get there. Just a case of following the process. Like we're going to leave on the Thursday and then be back for the Tuesday or Wednesday. So I've got to make sure I've got mortgage payments, rent payments for here, as well as wages for the boys before I leave. So yeah, it's not a cheap process for me to be able to walk away. Plus I've got to have school fees for Mia put away, you know. But you know, it is just a process we will all just have to follow, and we will get there. It'll be all good. We'll get there. We will get there. I haven't had a holiday in the last 5 years, so it'll be good to get away. Letho's pushing me to go do it too, so he's pretty keen for me to go. Yeah, I remember those days when I left the Gold Coast. I had 2 HQ Monaros. One I'd welded quarters on, powder coated all the chassis, changed the front plenum to late model to run a Caprice front, and I sold that one and another one I had for 2.5 grand. Crazy. Imagine that now. That was 18 years ago when I moved out here. No, how long have we been out here for, Nicole? I don't even know. Do you watch Car Throttle? I see a little bit of it. Should do a Group A build with the red VN. Oh no, you wouldn't do that to an SS, buddy. I put a 15 years we've been out here. There you go. I had a white Calais when I first met Nicole, and I put a Group A kit on that, and it's the worst thing I ever done, to be honest. It just wrecked that car. It just absolutely destroyed it. It just, yeah, the kit it's just too low, and then when they're made out of fiberglass, they smash apart. You can't see out the back of them. And yeah, I'd do an aero build. Yeah. Do you think of the MCM Barracuda? I reckon it's a good thing. It's pretty quick and pretty reliable from what I can tell. They seem to have a lot of fun with it, so that's what it's all about. I reckon it's a pretty nice sort of car. It's they've done a lot of good stuff with it too, taking it over to the States, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, they do quite well, those boys, that's for sure. Might be able to get that all the way to the back. They've sort of dropped off a lot though, Mighty Car Mods. Like, you don't see them a lot. They must be very busy with whatever they've got going on in their life at the moment. They did, yeah, which is good. You know, yeah, it's crazy to think how far they've come from those early days, which is good. Big sponsorship deals and stuff like that. They've done really well. I think they've met a lot of the right people to help them along the way, which is good. But yeah, all I'd like is someone to come and undo these couple of bolts, and I'd be quite happy. How many aeros were made hard to come by? I had a mate, Barry's parents had an aero back in the day. I quite like those kits. Full steering. How can you talk and work? I'd be stuffed. Oh mate, it's just, yeah, well, I don't have a lot of time to do YouTube, so it's the best option for me to try and do it. And you got to remember, if I'm here during the week, I've got to get stuff done, and people are here all the people come in all the time to talk to me, so it's just something I sort of have to deal with, I suppose. I've been doing this stuff a long time though, so it's just sort of second nature. Yeah. Jake, you're trying to ring me. If you're watching the live feed, mate, just wait till I finish, or send me a message and I'll do what I can for you when I finish. Yeah. Oh, what have we got? Jason, I've got an MX full drive. Jason Canal, looks like nice weather, definitely not Melbourne. Yeah, I've heard that it's pretty cold, and my missus is about to get up me and tell me I should have bring my grandmother. Yeah, it's very windy here today. As you can tell, it's just about to come up again. But yeah, it's probably 24 degrees or something like that. It's quite nice. Feel a lot nicer if I was, well actually I don't think I want to be doing anything else anyway. Do I like MGs? Yes, they're just very rusty. Jason Carnell, send me a message, buddy, or link to your channel. I haven't seen it, to be honest. I'm keen to have a look though, for sure. Sounds good. I'm very busy though, so finding time to do something at this stage could be hard, but
yeah, it's just very hard. I obviously get no time to do anything, but it's not a no, it's just a we'll see where we end up, I suppose, if that makes sense to you. Alright, we've got one more of these hard ones that right down underneath the manifold, and then this thing will come off, and then I can just undo the easy ones. But yeah, we're getting there, guys, we're getting there. I know you don't even really care, and you just want me to smash me knuckles open. I've done a little bit, but nothing bad yet. We'll see how we go. I have a Toyota 2001 Toyota GT all drive wagon. Have you seen one before? Same as a turbo engine as a MR2. 2001. No, I don't think I have, buddy. I've got an all-wheel drive Corolla out the back that's on the stand ready to get processed, if that's any interest. And the seat smells like wee because the old lady that owned it apparently used to piss herself all the time. And it smelled really good by the time I got in at 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon when it sat in the sun all day. Just in case that's helpful to anyone. Some of the cars I have to pick up are absolutely disgusting. They really are. But that's what you get when you're living the dream. So where do you guys all work? Like who's on it sold the 300X? No, the 300ZX is still sitting there, buddy. In no great hurry to sell it. It's one of those things that I need money right now, so I sort of look to sell stuff. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, I'll just keep it. But it's still there. It's not quite finished yet. We're going to put the air conditioning on it this week and do a little bit more to it because I want it to go out really, really tidy and clean. So there's just a few little clean up bits to do, and then it will go up for sale. But yeah, I just sort of enjoying driving it at the moment too. Work at Boondall Wreckers, cool. Have you can put those engines out of the into an early RAV4, okay? That VS Statesman you swapped looked like a good build. It was. That car was awesome, that Statesman. The guy that I swapped it off though, bloody messaged me just as I was finding out the ECU was rooted in the other car and telling me how much of a heap of shit it was. But I don't get it. Honestly, I honestly believe that car was awesome. Like I drove it round for a bit. It was good. Like it was a nice car. It was solid. It wasn't rusty. Just a paint and a tidy up, you know, like a couple of bits and pieces here and there, and it would have been a beautiful car. I don't know what happened to it though. I don't know. I saw him selling parts off it. I don't know. But what would I know? Christ, who done these bolts up? I'm surprised I didn't snap them. I'm going to get up and do a little dance right now because I got that last one undone. Yeah, mechanic in Adelaide from Mazda. Sweet. What else we got? I'm in Adelaide. Is my tow truck friend from Adelaide on today? Because I actually need you to pick a car up down there for me, mate. Anyway, if you can message me, that'd be awesome. Because there is another tow guy down in Adelaide. I think it's called Adelaide Budget Towing or something like that. He's messaged me a few times and said hello. But yeah, if you can message me, buddy, I've got a job for you. I've got that Ferrari thing to pick up. Try and sort that out and move that thing forward. You're in Adelaide as well. Oh, diesel mechanic. Okay, cool. Diesel mechanic, old school cars. Check out my channel. I will, buddy. If you can, Nicole, can you put my phone number up so he can send me a link, please? For Jason to send a link, or can you message Jason perhaps? Hi mate, Dad's had a VL turbo and his eldest son drove through the eldest son drove it through the house and his dad was pissed big time, and now these days these bring, yeah, it's it, eh? It's hard to pick what's the dirtiest thing I've ever found. What's the dirtiest thing? We don't find that much dirty stuff, to be honest. It's I don't know. You don't find as many syringes and stuff as you'd think, but I am not in Melbourne. Dirtiest stuff. When Mia had nappies, I'd throw a lot of dirty nappies in the cars when they had to go to scrap, and then I'd get paid for her poo, which was good. Dirtiest things. To be honest, we don't find that much dirty stuff. Occasionally you find some cool stuff. One of the new guys took home a bird feeder this week, a big aluminium drop bird feeder. He was pretty happy with himself. We do find some good stuff. I found a big jumping castle, like with a water slide and stuff the other day in a BA Falcon. What else? From time to time I find stuff. I found a diamond ring that I gave to Nicole or Savannah, or I gave it to one of the girls. What else? Occasionally I'll get a scrap car and find something like that that's worth a lot of money, and I actually ring the person and say, I think you needed that back. But that scrap car, I can't even remember, I think it was a repo one for a real estate from memory, so I didn't even know who owned it. So yeah, it wasn't a massively expensive one, you know, just cheap shit, but still a gold diamond ring. Quite a lot of tools, which is pretty exciting to me. It's absolutely pissing down here in Adelaide. West Track. Yeah, the weather where we live here, it's quite nice. Like it's when you're on the coast where we are, because we're sort of in line with, say, the Sunshine Coast, but west, right? So at night, so during summer, say it's 35 or 40 degrees, the nighttime temperatures here, like during winter now, it actually goes down to below 0. So even though it's stinking hot during the day, you can sleep at night because it's quite cool. You do get a few of those nights that are extremely hot, but there's nothing you can do about that. It's not all, no matter where you live, you're going to cop days that are no good, but it actually works quite well to yeah, to live here, because it is quite cool, and you get warmth during the day, and you get it, you know, cool at night. So yeah. G'day Buddha for the win. How are you, buddy? Any Datsun 620s in the yard? Datsun 620s, they're a sedan, aren't they? There's that two-door Sunny. Did you see that before? Do you want me to show you the Datsun Sunny I got yesterday? The two-door Sunny. Does anyone want to see that again? I don't know which blokes are still on here now, but I picked up a Datsun yesterday. If anyone is keen for a Datsun, I'm keen to get rid of it. It is extremely rough. It looks like it's been chewed up and spat out, but it is Datsun, and it does have, you know, if someone's got a two-door Datsun trying to find window regs, I expect it would be Datsun 720s are cool, 620s are cool, especially the utes. I've got I know which ones they are now. No, I don't have any now. I've got a Mazda 1000 ute out the back that we might play with soon and get running. It's a complete thing with good interior, like a Stanza SS Datsun. I'll show you. I'll go, hang on, I'll get this other bolt off because this manifold's ready to come off, and I'm pretty excited about it. I think there's another brace underneath that I've got to do yet too, though. Yeah, just at the back there. I'll have to get a socket for that anyway. I think it's bigger. Yeah, like 19mm or something. It's good to be able to make a bit of progress on this TX3 because I'm pretty keen to get this ute off old mate. The gearbox is absolutely rooted apparently, so I'm going to get the Turbo 700 that's in my driveway and put a kit through that in the next couple of weeks. Oh, all right, Datsuns, here we go. Oh guys, what a day, eh? Started on our next scrap run, as you can see. Starting to come along. What do we got? What do we got? Yeah, so I got a Datsun, a two-door Datsun Concreters, New South Wales. Once you get the bolt undone, show us the Datsun. Yeah, I've got to get another socket for the back thing, so I'll show you the Datsun now. It's a wreck, like it's terrible, but I don't want to scrap it though, but I can't hold on to everything, so I'm hoping someone will utilise the bits and pieces. I'll just try and turn this around. There we go. Okay. Rough. But if someone needed window regs or even chrome strips, steering wheel, standard stereo, you know, it's still got the plastic bits in the back there that aren't broken. The ashtrays are still there. Seat belts don't look too bad. You know, there is bits and pieces there. You know, the wheel caps if someone was doing a standard one. Yeah. Any VW Beetles. No, mate, I got rid of, there is a Beetle out the front, but I sold all that in a deal a while back. Yeah, it's a shame it's so bad, but what do you do, eh? It's just, yeah, so that's her there. If anyone's sort of, you know, I don't know. What do you do? Can't save them all. You can try. That's a shame. They got so smashed. It would have been in those people's backyard for quite some time. Don't wrap your hand around your wrench and you will push down. You know, I need one of these distributors here for this Beetle motor. Same as that, because that one there's jumping spark everywhere. We're going to pull it out and try and recondition that one. But other than that, we did get some spark out of it, but it wasn't happening. So, yeah. All right. Do it a fair few on. My battery will go flat soon, surely. All right. Look at that. The boys have put all my tools back. Mad. Yeah, I don't know. So next weekend will be good because we will go out and pick up those HRs and that. It's going to be good. What's that? Are you drinking on camera? Yeah, Rockstar. Can't go wrong. It's not alcohol. It doesn't matter anyway, is it? It's not against the rules. It's not against the law. Yeah, I don't know. Are you guys bored with me yet or what? Or do you want me to keep going? Or you want to see if I can actually get the bloody manifold off? I'd love to see if I can get the manifold off as well. Alright, what do we got going on before I go into here? I've got a nice Sig Chrome toolbox. Mad. Rockstar energy drink sponsor, it'd be good. Mother would be good if they still done those orange ones, but I just can't get behind the passion fruit or the... My missus is sitting there now going, don't encourage him, he needs to stop drinking that rubbish. And I agree, I do have to stop it. I have a lot of bad habits, but what do you do? What do you do? Hilux, what do you have here? What's that? Oh my god, sorry. When you say Rockstar, Monster Diabetics. Have you tried Tropical V? The new V's are good, like that new, the tropical one's good with the pineapple, yep. And the peach one, the new one, is awesome. Yeah, it doesn't help me with trying to stop doing them. What should you do? A giveaway? You should do a giveaway, make a bit of merch by selling merch. You're going to make enough money to build and give away cards for people really interested in that. Money to build. The merch thing, Nicole was about to get started on that and then she got extremely sick. So it will happen. It's just, yeah, Rockstar's better than smoking for sure, 100%. Yeah, these fucking bolts are tighter than any bolts I've ever done on a car in my life. Thought something was going to fall on me then. Fake your fake. Buy fake, you're fake. Fake. I don't understand. I don't know what's fake about me. I must be fake, guys. Yeah. Oh well. I'm sorry I don't exist, people. Apparently I'm fake. Well, there you go. That's a new one. What could I be faking that I'm pulling a manifold off the car? Yeah. Any sneaky XA Falcons? No. I haven't seen a decent XA for a long time. They're all really rusty and big money these days, aren't they? To the bloke that reckons you're fake, Red, just fart. That'll let them know you're real, because his opinion obviously means crap. Yeah, there they are here again. What is it? I know her message has been deleted. Nicole deleted her message, and she's been blocked, or whoever it was is blocked now anyway, so we don't have to put up with them. As far as I'm concerned, if that's the way you are, you just get blocked now, and they're never going to contribute and build what we all want, which is a channel with cars we all know and love and stuff we can afford. So they can just go. But anyway, that's enough time for them, people. I'm not doing that anymore. I've moved on. Not really. I have trouble with it because I've never had to deal with stuff like that before. People would never say it to my face. So yeah, but anyway, all good. All good. I owned a VN Clubby and a VP Calais International. Weren't those internationals awesome? Did your international have the tan interior like the Norman one? Was that the VP you had? Jason, is it? Yeah, Jason. Did it have the tan and leather interior? I've got one of those interiors in my daughter's cupboard. What made you want to do YouTube? Residual income and being able to build cars full time again. And I found that there's a lot of people that were very interested in what I was doing all the time, you know what I mean, with the cars, because I have so many cars all the time and so much stuff coming and going. People were just interested, so it just sort of progressed from there. And I enjoy watching like Cletus and Mighty Car Mods and stuff like that. And it seems like considering you've only been doing it a short time, you're getting a lot of subscribers per week, which is good. Thank you very much, Charles, for that support, buddy. And it just seems like it's growing. I'd like to be able to build cars, and the Wednesday night thing, I'd like to be able to help people build their cars too, you know, like I will get that Wednesday night thing together. It's just been extremely hard with Nicole being crook. She's the one that sort of supports me with that tech stuff a lot. I did buy a heater today. The shirts are happening, I promise. I'm going to do those OG ones that I made up. Would anyone want them, like OG King of Tow Crew ones? To say, you know, so you can say I was there at the start, you know, and I'll make a limited amount of them, say 100 shirts or something. You know, and then it'll only be for, you know, it'll say pre 5,000 subscribers, and then if we do get to 1 million subscribers, you guys will be able to say, yeah, well, I was there at the start, you can't get these anymore. So yeah, awesome, guys. All right, well, yeah, I reckon it'd be good, just a, you know, an OG King of Tow. If we can build this into something huge, I'll be stoked. Like I couldn't be happier. I'll do daily updates, you know, heaps of live streams. I've just got to work it out so that the truck still makes money. We'll just do the barn find stuff. I'll actually physically go looking for just the store hasn't been made yet, sorry mate. We will get there before we go to Ayers Rock. We'll have something happening for merch. It means I've always wanted to start my own car channel, but never got into doing it. Just doing, what are you doing on the TX3? Just getting the TX3 going, okay? It's like, Okay, I'll answer the TX3 one first. I'm pulling this inlet manifold off to put onto that turbo TX3. I've got the turbo manifold there to put on today and get this inlet manifold on the motor, because I've got to get that running, because I've swapped it for a VG 5 litre ute to make into a vnss Atlas Grey ute. I know they didn't come out as utes, but I've only got Phoenix Red SS's, but I'd like to have an Atlas Grey SS, but I can't afford one. I don't want to build a mock-up sedan, so it'll be a mock-up ute. So I hope that makes sense. The other thing with the YouTube channel, yeah, it just the Facebook page used to get a fair bit of interest with stuff I had coming and going. I wasn't really ready to start doing YouTube, which is why I'm a little bit sporadic with the uploads, because I'm very busy all the time. But it was just a case of you just got to start uploading stuff, and people will follow if you're providing something or showing what they want to see. Like, I'm no one special, I'm just some dickhead out in Western Queensland with too many cars. Like, yeah, and I don't know everything about cars, and I don't claim to. You know, I have a lot of support around me as well, with Leith, who works for me, and even Aaron, who done the ECU for me. And you just have a good group of people to help and do what you got to do. Are you going to Mazda? No. You can never have too many cars. I agree, buddy. You can never have too many cars. It was at Colin Cook. Never have too many cars, that's for sure. You can. We have no room left at the moment. That's why we've had to start processing cars again. But I start bringing them in again, and Leaf just starts cringing. I'll buy one from you. Would you prefer a polo shirt though? Yeah, we'll provide all that sort of stuff, and I will get input from you guys. I'll do short runs of stuff to start with. We'll see what sells, and then we'll work out what people want and what people don't, and eventually, hopefully, we can do what we do with the cars, is give you guys what you want to see and do what we can. It's yeah, it's just a case of following the process. I just can't do it all myself. That's the only thing. I do have a lot of good help around, but everyone else is busy as well. So yeah. So I'm just trying to work out what else is holding this manifold in place. That brace there is holding it now. Down to there. I need an extension for that one. Alright, put your store address up in the channel. Yes, we will. As soon as we've got merch, trust me, I'll be telling you, to try and recoup the money I spend on it. Yeah, I'll be black WRX shirt. All the cars that we're on the OG subscribers. That's what we need, supporting Aussie YouTubers. I agree, mate. I'm keen to have a look at your channel, Jason, so I hope you sent me that link. Yeah, I'll all the cars that we build, there will be shirts for all of the different cars that we build. We'll probably do a couple of different sorts a long time, and get the road trips we do. You know what I mean? If we go to something car show or something, you know, just all depends on what comes up. And yeah, Christ, it's like a dust storm here today. I'll do one that I can't undo any bolts because they're all too tight. What was that there? That's a big comment. Okay, I'm just so bloody amazed that Australians love our cars. In the government stuff, manufacturing, clothes Holden and Ford should have just kept manufacturing. It's very hard when imports, plain black OG, definitely. Looks like the OG ones will be a goer. They'll probably be the first ones that come out, the OG shirts. Yeah, we're very, very close to that 5,000 subscribers. So yeah. What cars? Every car that we do will have a shirt, basically, because I'm trying to have the channel that each, like there'll be the vnss with the plates, which is old SS. The SS50 won't have the plates because they're just my Redman plates, but it'll just have SS50 behind it. Probably do a 300ZX one because, yeah, the WRX stuff, definitely. All of them, the little green ute, like I think they'll go well, those shirts, because that's a tough as ute, that thing. I love it. But each car build that we do will have a shirt, you know. So yeah. Yeah, man, definitely do some videos, dude. Put them up. All you got to do is have a bash. Like, that's what it's about. Things, it's the same as the cars that I do. Back in the day, in the 80s, every car had to be perfect. But now, so long as it exists, you know what I mean? And yeah, just having something that exists and it's yours and you built it, that's what it's about. It doesn't need to be perfect. Yeah, the Dyna one will definitely have a shirt done as well. You know, we'll do different sorts. I've got a lot of ideas in my head on what the shirts I want them to look like, the first line, and yeah, it's just a case of getting time to do them. There was a company I spoke to, but it's just hard because I'm in the truck every day. I'm in the truck every day, 12, 14 hours a day, so it's very hard to put together a design and deal with a company to do it. The plans with the XR8 is to have it clean and tidy, just a really clean and tidy one. I did see a big spoiler on the back of one the other day. I think it must have been a GT though. I wouldn't mind to do that. Just get it so it's clean, tidy, do the interior, lower it and find the right set of wheels to really set the car off. Probably do exhaust. The gearbox seems good, the motor seems good. Once it's all painted and really tidy and the interior's perfect, we might maybe do some sort of horsepower thing for it. I'm not too sure. I'll look into what you can get for those Falcons blower wise or something like that, and we'll see what we can do. But it's just all time. Fix the bog on the side. Yeah, no, it'll get painted. It'll be a really clean and tidy car. Yeah, it's in the lineup of stuff to get done, and if my arms were like 50 mil longer, I'd be absolutely cheering. Are you enjoying watching me struggle? Do I like AU Falcons? Not really, but it is a V8, and very critical, more automotive. You know, I finished my HZ1 tonner. It's sometimes I'm going to have to build cars on this channel, okay? Not just for me, but for you guys. Like, it's as much as whether I like an AU or not, I want to provide something for everyone, if that makes sense to you. Yeah. Did you ever finish the Brumby? I haven't been back to the Brumby, to be honest. I just haven't had time. I will get there. I've got all the steel there to do the kits, to do the rest of the lift kit and stuff. Time is my biggest thing. Like, as I said to old mate before, you just got to start putting videos up. There'll never be a perfect time. But yeah, things seem to just happen when they happen. Yeah, I don't know. It's very hard. Like, my phone rings off the hook every day. I was waiting for YouTube for things to be, you know, better, so I had more time to do it. In the end, I started posting videos. I hope you guys can hang in there with me while I try and build the channel with you. And eventually, I've got another, as I've said just before, there's a few more staff members that have just come on board, and they're turning out to be quite good, which is going to take the pressure off me and Lee, which will give us more time to actually build these cars and spend more time with you guys. So let's just cross our fingers that the new guys get on board and with the program, and we will yeah, be kicking goals and building some cool cars. And holy shit, can you guys see the dust storm? I'm standing up on top of these cars and it's just fucking going everywhere. I know it could have, mate. The engine could have come out by now. I just can't get my bloody hands in there. I should have forklifted this freaking thing down in the... I've got one more bolt to do and it should come out. They're just being so tight, that's all. It doesn't help when I keep watching for comments. it's enjoyable watching me struggle answering questions and undoing stuff. Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the person that thought I was fake. I don't even know. WD-40. I wouldn't even be able to get the WD-40 in there, dude. I'm actually quite happy with that person that reckons I was fake. I just can't understand how fake could I get. Maybe stupid, but not fake. But anyway, yeah, I agree. I enjoy most cars, but there will be stuff with the Falcon. I'm looking forward to that gearbox. That gearbox in that thing was awesome. Like, it was just, yeah, it was crazy good. You know, but you've got to have something for everyone, and that's what this channel is going to be about. It's going to be for everyone. The oxy out. I'm trying to save the bolts as well, so I've got them there to put this back together. YouTube's good for me too, because I do have so many projects. It's forcing me, you guys are forcing me to actually work on them and get them finished at a quicker rate, if that makes sense to you. Otherwise, you have all these projects and coming up with ideas isn't hard, I can tell you that much, but finding time to do it, like, I'm very motivated to get these cars done now and move things forward for the channel. And oh, wind looks bad there, 50-50. Move the camera angle, let's see what you're doing. Okay, it's about to come out now anyway. Okay, so that's the manifold. I don't know if you can see because I can't see the camera. They're the bolts across the top, and underneath there's bolts too. All right, so I've had to get my hand in under here, and there's no movement, but this brace at the back here I just got undone. But yeah, so that manifold there, it's about to come out right this second though. So, yeah, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. If I get over there and this doesn't fit on that other head, I'll be pulling another manifold off. I hope it does fit, because this is what I want to run on my car, because this manifold's cool as. I love it. It just, yeah, it just got the right look. I'm going to polish mine up. It's going to be sick. I can't wait to build my wide body tx3. It's going to be cool. Got it. Look at that. Hardly any swear words, guys. Let's go see if it fits, and then I'll come back and get on my bolts. Read some questions first. Wind looks bad. Yeah, we'll be inside in a sec, so it'll be all good. I'm just trying to get out of the sun. Move the camera angle. They were the same ones as before. Fair enough, Nicole. Thanks, Matthew. Appreciate it. Yeah, good job. Thank you guys too for your super chats. They do make a big difference, believe it or not, even those small ones. You gotta think that. Oh, there we go. Luke Sanderman. Just as I mentioned it, he donates to us. Thank you very much, Luke. Whereabouts are you from, buddy? Are you building a car at the moment, Luke? Yeah. Do you have any questions? Yeah, like, believe it, like I do my tows, because tows start at $45, which is in around Kingaroy. All right, it seems cheap, but Kingaroy is only a small town. All right, so yeah, so the donations that you give are $5 or $10 or $20, or that $100 one, like, Christ, that's a Yarraman tow. You know, so it doesn't seem like a lot, but to me it is. Like, it actually makes up for me spending the day doing a live feed. I'm not driving the truck to do tows, but it sort of evened out the day a little bit, and I really do appreciate it. So don't discard your $5 donations and stuff. It does help me to be able to spend more time with you guys. So yeah, and I'm very keen to do that, to be honest. If I can get back to building cars full time, I'll be absolutely stoked. Hang on, I'll put this down. Did Luke send through any questions? Up building, I'm a mechanic. Okay, cool. I have an 09 SV Special Edition Oh, it's got a Pontiac front on it, dude. That's a bit rare in this country. I got a SV6 this week with a manual. So if anyone's looking for a 6-speed, yeah, $45. That's bloody cheap. Come to Sydney, about $100. Yeah, but see, the difference is in Sydney, even if it's a short tow, you're going to get stuck in traffic, and it's going to take you, even to go 5Ks in Sydney, the traffic and the time it takes and all that sort of stuff is very expensive. Whereas in Kingaroy, I think there's 4 sets of traffic lights. I can load a car and have it unloaded within 5 minutes. You know what I mean? 5 or 10 minutes. If the car's ready to go and I just back up, put it on, bang, 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 done. It's not. Yeah, Kingaroy's only a 20k radius. Once I drive out of town, it starts going up $5, $10 on top. So as cheap as it sounds, it's what the job is worth. You know what I mean? And it allows me to get onto places like, I'd done a tow last night. It was $60. The guy paid me 70, which was great, and I appreciate that little bit extra. Sorry, the phone's ringing. I've got a tow job I'm supposed to go and do, and he's ringing me. I'm just going to sit that there, guys, so I can try and get this manifold to fit. Is your Commodore a manual or yeah? Yeah, Ollies are expensive, but Ollies are a good company. But they're in a different league to me. They run big trucks that are worth a couple of $100,000. They do insurance work and impound work and stuff like that. I cater to a different clientele than Ollies do. I'm just going to pull this injector rail off. There we go, and get me spanners. But we run smaller trucks, and yeah, I've got nothing against Ollies. I work with Ollies. They send me work, I send them work. There's no animosity between the companies. We all work together to do stuff. They're not open on weekends, so a lot of the insurance work comes my way, but I don't go out of my way to take any of their work. They've been around a long time, and they are a good family company. Yeah, there's room here for everyone, and the people that use me for their tows can't afford to use Ollies. You know, I was going to buy a large tilt tray this year, but instead of buying a large tilt tray, I'm going to do YouTube. So yeah, going to go in and buy a big one that I could do shipping containers and all that sort of stuff, but decided that I'd prefer to do YouTube and spend that time to build this instead of spending a heap of money on a truck to then compete with another company that's been here for a long time that already provides a good service. So yeah, you know, fair's fair. They've been here for a long time. They've built themselves a good company and a good name, and it's not really the right thing for me to come in and try and take that work away. So YouTube it is, dudes. You're stuck with me. It's all happening. YouTube the world. All right. I'm back to my backup camera too because my charger broke. That's another reason why I haven't done a lot of videos this week, because my battery charger for my big camera broke. I'm waiting for a new one to turn up. Here in Sydney, 1 acre wood costs you 2 kidneys and a heart. Yep, that's it. L67 the world. I've never had an L67, but I wish I had that much room. We moved out here and we bought a property with 100 acres, and I come from the Gold Coast. I'm a true blue city boy, and I thought 100 acres, geez, 100 acres isn't even enough to grow rocks and prickles. Like, but I didn't realise that. It's crazy. What was that? Things don't just break. I don't know what you're doing to it. Have you ever come across any VS club sports? Yeah, I come across everything from time to time. I don't buy them all, but stuff does turn up all the time because I am out looking for it all the time. So, so I just had to get rid of that camera, guys. So look at this manifold. It's awesome. Like, it's just, see how it just flows mad. Like, it just, and it's got that big throttle body. I'm excited. All right, pocket full of spanners. At least we're getting somewhere with these cars today. I'll be pretty keen to go get that. South Burn End is a clicky place when it comes to businesses. It is very hard, buddy. Honestly, my wife runs a business out here. and the quilting business is very cutthroat. See you later, buddy. I'm off. Thanks, Red, Nicole, for your time and questions. No worries, Shredder. Thank you for watching, and I really appreciate your support. Yeah, the charges are on their way. Yeah, the South Burnett can be a very funny place. I get complaints, or not so much now, about my wrecking yard being on the highway, but the council are very good with me. Keith Campbell, the local mayor, I do class him as a friend these days. He's been very supportive of King of Toe and has helped us along the way quite a lot. Just basically through my attitude towards me doing the wrong thing and sorting those issues out. Yeah, but Keith has been good. This area would be lost without the mayor we have out here. He's a legend. So if anyone's voting next time, Keith, keep him in, because he'll keep King of Toe here. But yeah. G'day, Zach. How are you, buddy? All right, our numbers have dwindled a bit. We're at, Jesus, 2 hours. Christ, haven't you had enough yet? Do you want me to go? I'm going to have to go do that toe soon, but I really want to see if this manifold's going to fit. Yeah, I'm hoping the channel keeps growing, guys. So anyone that hasn't liked this video so we can get it into the algorithm, or subscribed, it's much appreciated if you could. Madman, no we don't. What's wrong? Oh, you don't want me to go? Okay. I'm starting to get a sore throat. I'm a man of few words, believe it or not. I don't talk a lot. Like yeah, I'm not a talker, and you guys have had me flat stick now for 2 hours talking. But we'll do what we can. I might have to go get another drink out of the truck, I think. You have to finish the manifold. You can't leave us hanging after to see if it fits. Yeah, I agree. You've been here the whole time for 2 hours. Well, thank you very much for the support. I really do appreciate the support. And so you look at the size of those injectors compared to the other ones. Like they're turbo injectors that are heaps bigger. All the O-rings look to be pretty good. They're not full of gunk. Yeah, this thing should go like a cut cat from what I hear. They're pretty good. One of them must still have a bung on the end of it, has it? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's for the mounting. Must have dropped down there somewhere. Oh, I can already see something that's different. The turbo motor must have the oil filter in a different spot, because that mounting piece is actually different. All right, is it going to fit? Everyone cross their fingers and toes and legs and... And no, it doesn't. You bastard. Alright, well, that was a big waste of my morning, wasn't it? Very close. Alright. That doesn't fit. Okay. That looks good, but... Alright, let's go shopping. I'm going to get a drink and we'll go shopping, see what we can find. Okay. I think there was a car. What's illegal? I wish they were this long. Oh, dude, Bizarre Group 5i, $5 donation. Thank you very much, dude. What sort of car? I'm guessing you have a V8 Commodore from the looks of it. But yeah, can't get the phone running. Hey bro, just out here for 2 hours. Thank you very much for that super chat. Filming live streams while driving. Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to. Nicole will be with me. What the fuck is going on with that gate? Nicole will be with me next Saturday with you guys to go out and do that that live stream, but we need to find another manifold now. That sucks. I can put all the turbo sides together. I might have to just cut that other one and do a flange on it or something perhaps. I don't know. I don't think I'll have another energy drink now. GoPro on the windscreen will do, in the truck, yeah. We do, oh mate, don't be sorry, honestly. Mate, thank you very much for it. Don't ever think that your donation or your generosity isn't enough. We appreciate it, mate, honestly, thank you. It's I'm just glad you're along for the ride, and even just watching the videos and stuff like that, mate. It's awesome. I really appreciate even that support. So mate, thank you. It's yeah. I wonder what's in this thing. This should have got a Mazda wagon thing. Hopefully it's got the right engine in it. We'll find one, or I'll just modify that other one. So look at this car, right, guys? Look at this, right? I'll turn this around. All right. So see this wagon, right? It's a Mazda wagon, clean and tidy, paint's good, body's good, roof racks. It'd have electric windows. The inside of it's a manual. The inside of it is absolutely spotless, right? Good liner. All right, it's done. Hang on a sec. It's done 320,000 Ks. It's done a lot of Ks, but it just surprises me. I get cars like this through all the time that are really neat and tidy, but because they're a little bit older, no one wants them. It's crazy. You can't even get 500 bucks for them. No, it's a single cam motor, not a twin. Okay. I'll turn this around so you can see what I'm looking at, I suppose. You don't really want to look at me, do you? All right. A shopping we will go. A shopping we will go. Here's another one. Oh, that's the same as the one we just pulled off. Ford 16 valve. I'll pull the head off and change the head if I have to. I think that's all I had. No, there was this one. Pretty sure this one here. Just hang on a sec, guys. I'll try and. Have you ever seen a? This is a chicken penis car. This one. I really don't want to pull another manifold off. I reckon that one looks better, but it's got a different distributor. Oh shit. I don't want to pull another one off for no reason. I honestly thought I was on a winner there, but hang on guys, I'm going to have to put you down, hang on. Let's have a look. This one looks different, even where the fuel rail goes. There's a lot more room underneath to pull it off, but like it's only out by 5 or 10 mil on it, but it's just enough that it won't line up. I don't know. I'll have to do some research, I think, before I waste any more time. Hang on. Oh, let's shut this bonnet down because the wind's so windy. Oh. Now I've lost my drink. I'm bloody hopeless, aren't I? Alright, I don't know what I'm going to do now. There it is there. I think they're the only ones I've got here. So, yeah. Is everyone laughing at me or what? I bet yous are. It's the turbo manifold all over again. Weld the manifold to the head. I may weld another plate to it yet. I don't know what I'm going to do about a manifold now, which means least familiar ones there. I wonder if it's the same. Maybe I could use and we'll build manifolds for ours. Yeah, I found my drink. There it is. Yeah. Let's go have a look in Leith's Familiar, eh? Should have stick to my Holden red motors and it would have been all right. Yeah. Kit car. We've got a kit car coming, hopefully. Here's Leith's Familiar. If you pull another manifold off, that's a 2-day live stream. Yeah, pretty much, eh? It's been crazy. It took forever. There's a turbo manifold. There's one there. Hang on. I don't know if I'll put this on today or not. I might what to do. I'm just going to put you over here for a sec while I quickly get this. There we go. How's that? Alright, so we've got this one, which is another standard one. People ask me why I've got there. I love that thing, it's a beast. It's going to be awesome with a big block in it. Alright, what's that say? How many acres is the wrecking yard? Oh, half an acre, maybe an acre if that. Yeah, when that Familiar come in, Jason, old captain, saw it and yeah, wanted it real bad, so I gave it to him. He does a lot for me though, so yeah. Manifold didn't fit, but I just pulled that other one off and it doesn't line up, so we're now stealing parts off Leith, off his Familiar. So I don't know what I'm going to do now, to be honest. There are ones out there, just I need one today. So I've just got to go through and find, yeah, I don't know, honestly. That doesn't even come close. That's different as well. That must be the same as that one. That is, that's the same as that. So here's what I've got going on, guys. I've got see you later, Paul. That's off my red one out the front. That's off Leith's Familiar. That's off the car, I just pulled it off. And this one's got nothing. So, g'day Daniel, how are you, mate? Alright guys, I can't believe we've done it on that as well. Mate, Paul, thank you very much, buddy. Really appreciate that, mate. I hope you have a good day at work. Appreciate the support, mate. I really, really do. I'm probably going to pull the pin there, guys. Okay, I've got a tow to go and do because Kev's been messaging me. I keep seeing them come up. I am going to come back here today though and get more done. Okay, I'll get all the, I know that the turbo manifold and everything fits, so I'll get the turbo and the exhaust all done, and then I'll keep hunting and see, yeah. Mate, it'll get better at work. You can rewatch the live stream. Do I like Seekers? What are Seekers? Like Toyota Seekers? Yeah. Time. Damn, Captain. All right, guys, mate, I can't say enough how much I appreciate your support. Hang in there with me because the videos will come more and more. I did do a bit of footage this week. Yeah. Does anyone know, right? Time for an engine swap. I've swapped this car. I've just got to get it running for the guy. And now that manifold just really threw it. I'm going to get on Gumtree and see what I can find. There is a guy I dealt with in Sydney the other day that had ECUs, and I bought another one. I'm going to see if he's got a manifold for me, and I might just buy the manifold. You know these Toyotas, right? Hang on, I'll turn this around. Just bought a VN diff today. Sweet. Do I want to sell the Patrol? The Patrols will be up for sale. There's two of them. There's that white one and there's a blue one at home. I've got to put a gearbox in the blue one, and I've got a new to put on that one. See these things, right? They're all-wheel drive. Are the all-wheel drive gearboxes any good for anything else? You know, like this is going to go Monday. This is probably out of here. But am I getting rid of it? I just don't know anything else you can do with them. Has anyone ever played with them? Are they any good? I know that if they snap a timing belt, they're a free spinning motor. Yeah, I've got a dirty old Patrol as well. I'm heading off, and see you, Reds. See you later, Jason. Make sure you send that link, dude. I'm pretty keen to have a look at your channel, buddy. And yeah, it'll be good. Try and find something for this door. I like that hoist, the one on the ground. Yeah, I bought that ages ago. I want to set it up so you can drive straight in with the truck and drive the truck up on. Is that the hoist you're talking about, the one on the ground? Or you mean the stands for the processing of cars? Yeah, it's just a lot safer for the guys because they've got to come in and drop fluids. Most of the time, alloy wheels, cat, and all that sort of stuff for processing, and it just makes it, yeah, it just makes it a lot safer for them than working under suspended loads, if you know what I mean. Yeah, workplace health and safety like it better too than just cowboy in it, if you know what I mean. So yeah. All right, come to Sydney. Yes, there will be in the future. Like the channel is growing, guys. Okay, and it's growing rapidly all the time. As things progress, we will be doing a lot more of the road trip stuff and coming to see you guys. I think we're not even 8 weeks in really at this point. So as things do progress, we will come, we'll do car shows, we'll bring cars down to show you, take you for drives, all sorts of stuff. It's going to be mad. I can't wait to do all that sort of stuff. So yeah. So, all right guys, I am going to pull the pin there, jump on Gumtree, find a manifold. That looked perfect. It's only out by like 5 mil. We'll be coming to South Australia on the Ayers Rock trip, so we'll announce when we're coming through. We'll do live feeds along the way, and we can probably pop in or organise. One of you guys that live down there can let us know where there's a Bunnings or something, and maybe we can put on some sort of meet one night, and we can yeah, hook up and you'll be able to come and see the mad formula. She is there. This thing's come up so good. Like I know I keep saying it, but it just amazes me what we've done with just crap out of the yard. And even there you can see here, like we've just masked that up, and pressure from Super Cheap that comes up, like that pressure pack there, which is just a mass produced Alpine white, and it's just going to come up good. It's going to be mad. Windscreens are out at the moment because I've got to put a new screen in it. But yeah. Thank you very much for your support, Charles. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I'll be like Nicole now and have no voice left because I've talked more today than I have in the last month, I think. And I still don't have a manifold in this thing. I don't know. I don't know.
But that's cars, isn't it, guys? It always doesn't go to plan. Yeah, maybe I'm fake. Well, at least you know it's not all planned and contrived and all this sort of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it is real. Like, the turbo kit didn't fit. That manifold didn't fit. It's just, that's what cars do. Like, you guys all know it, whoever's fin spanners, sometimes things just don't work out. Who would have thought that that motor and that motor have a different head? Because not even the captain knew, which is crazy. So, yeah. We did try, because the VN turbo thing didn't work, we were going to do the buggy today and get the buggy going. And Leaf goes, nah, he goes, I want to have a look at it first and make sure that it's got spark and it might run before we say we're going to get it going and then not be able to get the thing going. And then it was, yeah, we need parts for it, so we didn't bother. But yeah, it's just, yeah. And thank you very much for the super chats today, guys. Absolute legends with your support. And yeah, the message from old mate this morning to say that over a 2-year period, that 9 guys had owned that WRX and couldn't get it running. But yeah, we got it happening. So yeah. All right, guys. I've got to work out how to turn this off now. All right. Make sure you subscribe, please. And thank you very much for your super chats. When you're thinking you will be working on the car most of the time, it won't work. That's it. It's just the way it goes, you know. But we get somewhere. I'm happy that I've been able to spend time at the workshop. I wish that Letho was here as well, but he's got to have time off as well, doesn't he? Thank you for all the thumbs up. I see there's 80 people have liked the live feed today, which is absolutely phenomenal, and I appreciate the support. We will build something together that's awesome. I know we will. All right, guys. Look forward to meeting a lot of yous. See you.